What's up, Madden NFL fans? Z Farrell's here, and we are back on This Week in Madden, show number 1 of this season for Madden NFL 13, and we have a lot to catch up on. EA Sports released an excellent edition of Madden NFL, in my opinion, and we're going to bring you the hottest tips and strategy in the community this week, every week, for the next 20 weeks through the Super Bowl.
Bazillion weeks.
Tons of tips. Tons of questions. If you have any questions, hit us up on Twitter, at Madden Bible, at SGibbs7. We also take questions on MaddenTips.com. We'll take your mailbag questions. We will run them through our beakers, our lab coats. We'll test them all up for you all week long, and then we'll give it back to you every Thursday night at 8 o'clock right here. So, Gibbs, let's start it out.
I got a quick question for you, though, Farrells.
Don't do this to me.
Before we get going, I don't know if you know. I think you know. This ticket looks pretty familiar. Was there a game last night?
There was.
Yeah,
there was.
There was a game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
thank you.
I bought SGibbs dinner, and he said he wouldn't talk about the Giants game. But we have a little couple pictures from my journey last night. I went down to MetLife Stadium, home of the New York Football Giants. That's me right outside. And then I went into the stadium, and I saw Eli Manning, two-time Super Bowl MVP Eli Manning, let me clarify that, warming up. And then the New York Giants, Super Bowl champions, came out to a roaring display of fireworks. Opening season, so jacked up, but unfortunately, they were defeated by the Dallas Cowboys. And in honor, because I love all my guys out there, all the fans that have came over, we were on Premium Madden last year, and now we're on Madden Tips this year, and fans that have followed us all over the place, they know I'm a Giants fan. They know I don't run away. So I'm going to give you the 5 reasons in honor of our print guide that we wrote. I'm going to give you the top 5 reasons the Giants lost last night to the Cowboys. Because it grinds my gears. I drove home. I got home at 4 a.m. last night. I've just been struggling all day. New York Giants, I love you guys. Your playoff runs are incredible. But for some reason, can you ever just win without having to make it a heart attack or just play your best just for one whole game? And then we don't have to sweat the whole fourth quarter?
You're getting a little sweat on your upper
This gets me going, S. Gibbs. Madden gets me going. So number 1 reason, 1. Number 5, Tony Romo scramble. Tony Romo, last night, it was one of my tips that we've been doing on the EA Sports Game Changers page at easports.com/gamechangers. I said they have to contain Tony Romo. The Giants have a great pass rush, but it's not necessarily guys like Michael Vick or potentially RG3 that are division foes. It's guys like Aaron Rodgers who have just enough speed to escape. So Romo made a couple great plays with his legs last night. We weren't getting the push up the middle, and we weren't containing him. Killer. Number 4 reason they lost, Brandon Carr. Brandon Carr played an excellent football game last night. The Giants started out that game by attacking Morris Claiborne. The Cowboys made a great adjustment, protecting the rookie by bringing him to the short side of the field and having a safety over the top. Moving him to the short side, depending on where the ball was at the hash mark, is a tip that we've talked about in this guide about managing your game plan. And the Cowboys did it with the rookie. They took away some space that he had to cover, and Brandon Carr stepped up. He earned that five-year, $50 million deal. Number 3, run game, New York Giants. It's just not there. It wasn't all about Bradshaw. Bradshaw probably had 3 runs that there was nothing, and he turned them into maybe 5-yard gains. Just getting no push. We can throw the ball. Eli Manning had 4,950 yards last year. We're going to pretend like we're going to try and run the football for the entire year, for the first half of games, until we have to move it at the end of the game, and then all of a sudden we do when we start passing. It drives me insane. Number 2 reason, DeMarco Murray. He was not there week 17 when the Giants defeated the Cowboys en route to their Super Bowl championship. DeMarco Murray is an X-factor, Gibbs. Gibbs, you're going to have some tips later for catching routes out of the backfield, right?
Absolutely. Halfback wheels out of the backfield. It's going to be phenomenal. Finish off that list.
I was incredibly impressed with DeMarco Murray last night. Did it all, and that one run with the cutback, incredible, and they were able to kill the game. Number 1 reason the Giants did not defeat the Cowboys last night, penalties. Not the Giants' penalties, the Cowboys' penalties. We could not capitalize on their penalties. First and 30.
Did you see the play I tweeted out last night? I said, 1st and 30, call 4 verticals. What'd they do? They ran streaks down the sideline. Miles Austin, touchdown.
So here,
where the smile on my face.
I'm standing there. I'm going, okay, it's now 1st and 30. They're just on the brink of field goal range. They can run it 3 times, potentially get to the brink of field goal range, kill the clock, kick a field goal. If they hit it, they go up 10 game. Miles Austin, standing out to the left, solo receiver. I'm like, he's done nothing all game. I was just thinking to myself, like, Miles Austin, he had that great rookie year, but he's got nothing. goes up, steals the ball from the 2 defenders. It's not like we blitzed and we were undisciplined. We had 2 defenders over there. We just didn't make a play. Killer. And then Cowboys, once again, 3rd and 1, ice the game. Nope, they get a penalty. 3rd and 10, they complete it. They had maybe 10 false starts. They couldn't get guys on and off the field, and we're just not capitalizing on it. So the start of the NFL's back. It's excellent, and this is why TWIM is back. It's This Week in Madden. It's every Thursday night at 8 o'clock, right here, MaddenTips.com. Big shout-out to EA Sports. Where they're powering the show this year. We're up on their live stream page. This is the place to watch it, livestream.com/EA Sports. We have a tremendous chat. We have the best fans. We have great guys coming back. Everybody's pumped up for TWIM. There's great knowledge going on in that chat. So get in, talk, hit us up on Twitter, send us your questions, and we'll be answering them live. But Gibbs, anything you want to hit, or do you want to jump right into some game action?
We're going to jump right into game action, but before we start that, I wanted to let everyone out there know we have a little sale going on for all of our e-guides over at MaddenTips.com. It's a code that when you type in going to purchase the guides, it's 20TWIM. 20TWIM. You'll be able to go over there. You get a 20% off on all our e-guides. You can check that out. That's awesome. But let's take our first mailbag question. I think that they're ready for the first mailbag of the year.
Let's get into some action. You got to give the fans the action, and that's what it's all about. We'll hop on over. A question from Little Alex83. Hey, guys, I need a 2-minute drill offense with a mobile quarterback.
Okay, I like that. And where I'm going to go with this one, Farles, is right off what you've been running all season long so far, and that's a gun spread attack.
Yeah.
And you're going all curl flats.
So how about,
you can't stop this man.
How about rather than the spread, we go to the gun empty?
Yeah.
Remember,
Absolutely.
we've talked about it.
Absolutely.
Let's jump into game. We'll show you what playbook we use. If you're a starter and you're new to the show, what we do is we go into game and we kind of break down everything. We'll go nice and slow for you, but the veterans are still going to get that extra juiciness. You want to have your console up. You want to be on the computer. You want to be chatting with the guys in the livestream.com/EA Sports channel. There's plenty to do. So
I'm going to go with the Redskins with RG3, 93 speed. You can check me on that. I'm not wrong. Go over in the playbook. We'll take a look at the Arizona playbook. This is our starter offensive guy. We'll take a look at what this has to offer from a spread formation. Farles, you grab. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Grab.
So if you're a newer player, when you go into advanced settings, you can actually take another team's playbook, and that's a big thing to just get your game better. So say you use a certain style, but it's just maybe the playbook's not working out for you. Try out other teams' playbooks. Maybe you have a certain type of offense that you think you could run with your team. That's something you don't want to miss out on. And that's a great way to practice, try other things without having to switch your team up. So, definitely a nice tip there to start out. So, what's the key to this year, Gibbs? How have you been liking the game? Tell me a little bit about everything you've been doing.
First and foremost, the gun spread, literally, it's probably one of the best ways to start playing the game this year. It's easy reads. You're able to read the defense from a spread standpoint. You can see if the defense is going to be blitzing you. And we can show you here when we get into the actual gameplay what we're actually doing with that. So we take a look now.
And once again, if you're more of a starter guy, always choose your play-by formation. Always.
Actually, that's a good point. You'll see that we were in here under our offense. We hit B a couple times, and we go back to the buy formation, and we select over to the gun spread formation. This is what we want to take a look at. In the play we want to take a focus on is curl flats again. This is what we were talking about before. So Farl's going to come out and
come on the cover 3 here.
Cover 3. So first and foremost, you're asking about the a 2-minute drill style offense, and yes, the 2-minute drill offense is important, and you should definitely run this style of gun spread attack against it. And what I want to show you here, though, is how you're going to actually read the defense in Madden NFL 13. It all starts with looking at the deep safety files. So, for example, you see we have one deep safety playing over the deep part of the middle of the field.
The player I'm user controlling right here.
Correct. Now, what that means, when we see that, we know one of two things. We know if you are, we know that the defense is in a cover 3 or a cover 1 man-to-man defense. So in this situation, you can see that you are in the cover 3. Let's actually go back out and have you grab a cover 1 so they can see that. Take a look. You got we were looking at before.
I think we like to check out the 3-4. Sam Mike Blast is a cover 1 style defense. One safety up top.
So we go back, grab the curl flat. So as you see, you can notice here, one high safety. Now Farles, audible to cover 3. Cover 3. To take a look at, the deep coverage stayed the same. So we get the same exact look. So this is what you're probably experiencing when you're playing online is Well, I can never tell what my opponent's going to do before the snap of the ball. But this is one of the things you have to key on. Look at that deep safety. If you see there's only one in that area of the field, you know it's a cover 1 man-to-man or if it's a cover 3 zone. And what I can tell you about that, Farls, if it is a cover 3-1 or cover 3 zone or a cover 1 man, what you want to attack in this situation are the curl patterns on the outside.
Yes,
so
outside corners.
For this example, snap, he throws, as soon as the receiver is about to make his break, coming back to the line of scrimmage, coming back to the quarterback, that's when you throw the ball. That's very important. You got to work on this in practice. Don't just go out to a game and try and run this and think you're going to perfect it. You got to do this multiple times in practice.
Huge timing pattern, guys. And so what Gibbs was saying is the key here is reading that one safety and then determining man or zone and making your read. But what would it look like? So what would it look like if it was either 2-man under or cover 4 or cover 2 zone?
Let's do that right now. So you audible to 2-man under. So 2-man under is a man-to-man defense with 2 deep safeties splitting the deep half of the field. So what you're going to see when you have the 2 deep safeties is you have the 2 guys in the deep blue zones deep downfield. So when you see this, that's how you know 3 things. It's a 2-man under defense.
Because there's,
2 guys deep. Or audible to a cover 2 for me. Cover 2 zone. Now take a look at the defense, again, looks exactly the same before the snap of the ball, but there's 2 high safeties. The coverage behind it changed. So that's what you're going to be noticing when you're playing against your opponent.
So these guys aren't moving, but same position here.
Now we're going to go back out. I want you to call cover 4 this time. So now same formation, call cover 4. So people just want it so they can see it. That's what's most important about what we're going over here, so that you can see.
You got to learn this. The new EA did a tremendous job disguising defensive coverages this year with zone swapping. Tons of stuff added to this year's game. Us as Madden players over the years, we've kind of fallen into bad habits, and now you got to use real football concepts that we're teaching right here to really read the defense and make a proper read and make a play. Absolutely. So here once again, cover 4, 2 high safeties, but
I want to show you one thing, and the more advanced guys, the guys that have been playing the game for years, know football in and out, they're going to notice one thing that's different about the cover 4 zone against a 2-man under or a cover 2 zone. Farls, tell me what it is.
The cornerbacks on the outside are back. Remember how we just had cover 1, we only had this one safety splitting the middle, and these guys were back. In cover 4, these guys are back.
They start back.
They start back.
When you come out to the line of scrimmage here from picking your play, if you see all 4 guys back like that, 2 deep guys, and then the outside corners are back off, that's, cover 4. So in a situation against cover 4, you typically want to attack the flats and target things like that. That's where you're going with the ball. So let me show you another scenario, what people are probably going to do when you're playing online. So if you press coverage here, Farls.
Okay. I'm going to do that, guys, by pressing the coverage audibles and then just press down on the left D-pad to use press coverage.
Absolutely. So now you run into a dilemma, because now people are going to get a little more savvy on the defensive side of the ball. They're showing you now that that too high look with a press alignment on the outside. This is going to potentially confuse you, and you need to be ready for that and take notice of this, that if your opponent is doing this to you, that you're going to be ready to attack them. You still know that with the 2 high safeties, you see that there's the 2 high safeties means cover 2 zone, 2-man under, or cover 4. So that's what you got to focus on. In your mind, in your head, you got to be ready to attack that in that situation. That's what you're looking for. That's what you're trying to do when you're attacking the cover 4 zone. So one other thing that you're going to be doing a lot when you're in the 2-minute drill that Alex was saying, we kind of got a little off track of what Alex's main question.
So we're back on this main mailbag question here from Alex, and he wants to learn how to get the ball downfield against those 2-minute drill style offenses. And we're going over reading the defense, which is the number one thing you have to do this season that you might have been able to get away with last year, but this year, can't do it. So we're teaching you right now on This Week in Madden. And let's jump back into the game here, and we'll show you, Alex, how we would move the ball downfield.
So once you get a flow for what's happening, a big thing that I love doing, halfback draws, especially from the gun spread formation. They're very effective. You got to get on the bandwagon of running halfback draws. Anytime you see your opponent is spread out, in this situation, Falls, what I'm seeing here, what I'm looking at, I see you have 3 down linemen.
Correct.
So the 3 guys on the line of scrimmage, and then you have 2 linebackers directly behind them. So what I'm seeing in that situation, I'm saying, okay, there's 5 defenders in the immediate area. I have 5 offensive linemen. So if I run a halfback draw and all my offensive linemen do their job, I should be able to get upfield and get positive yards with the halfback draw. So again, here's the halfback draw. It's your best friend in the situation when they're not blitzing. So Falls, do something for me and quickly quick audible to a blitz.
Okay.
So Farles is blitzing. See how now, look at, now there's more guys in the box.
So count them up. There's no way to block all those gentlemen.
If they're sending 6 guys, that I don't want to run the draw. They're going to shoot one guy free, and I'm not going to have enough guys to block. So boom, take it down. That's another way how you stop the halfback draw.
And the key that we talk about for Alex is guys will start to drop a lot more coverages. And you've seen it before, late at the end of games. They'll give you up yards, and they'll just say, take time off the clock.
Yes.
And that's the key. The Giants did it last night with Bradshaw. They ran a draw. It was his biggest run of the game. It was a great run, but it was a draw on I think it was a 4th and 1, where he broke it downfield.
Giants win last night?
Not last night, but February 6th, they did against the New England Patriots, 4-time Super Bowl champs. Anyway, so this is what we do here on the show. We usually don't take that long to answer each question, but reading the defense, guys, is so important this year. If you have any questions, Twitter or email us, zfarles@maddentips.com, sgibbs@maddentips.com. We'll answer. You just got to pick this up and learn it this year. It's so important. It's all broken down in the guides, which we wrote, and also we go through this in our starter product, Gibbs. What's the difference between the guide? We have a question here. What's the difference between the print guide and the starter guide, and then the tournament level guides?
The print guide it's 360 pages, first of all. We played about, maybe combined 1,000 hours to write this guide in preparation before it was written. That's how many hours we had actually physically played the game. So it goes over all the basics. So we talk about things all the time, like the 5 sets for success. For people that don't know what the 5 sets for success are, they are a 3-headed rushing attack, which is to be able to run the ball to the left, middle, and right side of the field. You have a quick pass, which is designed to attack blitzing and aggressive defenses, a man beater, which is used to attack man defenses, a zone beater with using trips and bunch formations to attack zone, and then our last play is the base play. That's a play we come out in. It gives us a continuity to our flow, things we're going to be doing on a consistent basis. So the 5 sets for success is all broken down in this guide to exhaustion. Every single team has one. Every single team has one.
There's no video. We don't have the technology that they have in Harry Potter where you can get the moving pages yet.
It would be nice.
We're working on it.
I should have done a magic trick.
But the starter guide and the tournament guide both are in a video format.
Yes.
3 of them are over an hour.
Long, beefy.
So and one is over 45 minutes long. So you get this guide. It's a video broken down by each formation and what it's going to do to help you beat the defense. It has all the text written up with all the adjustments and setups beneath it. And it's just a way that you're literally going to be inside the head of S. Gibbs, learning exactly what he does, exactly how he reads. It's from different playbooks for each book. The starter stuff is real football. It's just more calm. It's going to go over some more things like hot routes and motions for some of the newer guys who maybe, need to go over that. And the tournament is a little more jumping right into guys who know how to hot route in motion and giving you some unbumpable routes, making sure you can get off the press.
Yes.
Things that you're going to be seeing online.
User catching.
In more of that. Being able to click on and go make a play. Both are excellent, and it really just depends on what style of player you want to be. And if you are a starter today, guys, don't worry about it. Get it, and you'll be a tournament player tomorrow. So it's not difficult because he walks you through everything in the video, and then all the text you can use for reference right below. What was the setup he said? Oh, it's right here. Boom, go into practice mode and learn it. And that's really all it takes. So you actually can get 20% off right now using the coupon code 20TWIM, 20TWIM on maddentips.com. Check it out. But big treat tonight, Zach Zeldin from Virgin Gaming calling in.
Yes.
And good news.
What's the good news?
We are the official strategy partners now of the Madden NFL Challenge Series, powered by Virgin Gaming. So that's something you guys want to stay tuned to. He's got big news coming up about the new challenge. You guys know we trained last year for that. So
trained hard.
Let's keep going on the questions here. I am very excited.
Next question.
Boom.
Next question. Similar.
All right. P. Nero 23, a long-time watcher of the show.
Long time. P. Nero in the house.
When putting your halfback on a wheel route, what dictates the direction of the wheel route, and also how to throw the route, being that it's also a time route? At what point in a different time in the route can you throw it?
Okay, great question. It is a good question. So let's take a look. So if you're taking a look at the screen right now, you're going to be able to see we're showing the halfback is on a stock angle route in this situation. So we look to hot route the halfback to that wheel route. So we press up on the D-pad, we press the halfback's icon, which is RB, and then we flick up on the right stick. That's actually going to place him on that wheel route that Pinero was talking about in the mailbag question. So I love the wheel route opposed to just like say you can put them on a swing pattern to the right side of the field.
So so the flat pattern, as you can see, heads out to the right, but if you look at the wheel, it heads out and then it actually goes up the field. So if you can have this flat but then have the route later, why ever use a flat route?
It's two birds with one stone.
Yeah, because then
No-brainer.
say you end up don't wanting it, then you'll have the cut up field.
Absolutely, and there's a little extra thing that I like about the halfback wheel. So Falls, just call cover 3 for me and just blitz the guy that's in the flat. Just manually blitz him in the flat. So cover 3.
Absolutely here.
Just quick audible to a cover 3, and then just the guy, blitz Rudd, just so I can prove a point.
Rude from Nebraska.
Rudd. Barrett.
Dwayne Rudd used to play for the Browns. Barrett Rude.
This is Barrett?
From Nebraska. Great guy, stud.
All right. You were a Nebraska fan.
I was.
Back in the day.
I still enjoy, but...
You're a fake Nebraska fan.
Nah, the conference
Yes, you are.
change...
You like them because they ran the option. The option is obsolete.
That is false.
That's the reference.
Okay. First of all, that is false. Second, yes, I fell in love with the option. Also, my hometown has the same uniforms. So how was I supposed to know? I saw them on TV. I'm like, ooh, red?
You were a fan of the Cornhuskers like I'm a fan of the Detroit Lions when I was growing up because I like Barry Sanders.
Who didn't?
Yeah.
All right,
All
let's
right.
go.
So the wheel route. So you take a look at the wheel route. Falls blitz the zone defender in the flat area. And what I like about the wheel route is the following. So at the snap of the ball, you're going to see our halfback's going to move upfield. And when I throw him the ball, he's actually going to be led upfield. Now that doesn't seem like, oh, what's the big deal? What's the difference?
Because
there's a huge difference.
If you've ever gotten a poor cut upfield after a completed pass and you kind of catch it and run out the sideline, you're devastated because you know that you've seen it happen before.
Absolutely.
But here he's already going upfield. All right, we'll take it, yeah?
Yeah, absolutely take it.
How's it going, Zach?
Hey guys, how you doing?
Great news, everybody out there. In This Week in Madden Land, we have Zach Zeldin on the phone, going to deliver us some awesome Challenge Series news.
The man, the myth, the legend.
Challenge Series news, more importantly. Yeah, but you guys are doing well. You're enjoying Madden?
Absolutely. It's a great game this year. I think it's really going to add to the tournament scene. I've seen a lot of guys who actually know their football this year competing at a high level, and I think it's really going to be a challenge again this season.
Oh, we're hoping so.
Now, for the guys out there who don't know quite as much about the Challenge Series, maybe new this year, can you explain a little bit about the event? Give a recap. I mean, it was an unreal event and hosted in New York City. Can you tell us a little more?
Yeah, I think the last time I was on the phone, we spoke about Challenge Series, gave a nice little recap. Essentially, we run an online qualifier at virgingaming.com exclusively on the PlayStation 3 for Madden, FIFA, and NHL. And we had the best players from all over the world come and compete for a grand prize of $1 million total. I believe the breakdown was $400 for FIFA, $400,000 for Madden, and $200 for NHL. And it was amazing. You guys were at the event. I know you guys got pretty far. Sorry I couldn't watch a lot of your games. I was running around like a madman. But this year we're in Vegas. The tournament starts on September 11th, so this Tuesday. So what you do is you pick up your copy at GameStop. You get free entry into round 1, and you go from there. If you win, you're in. You got 4 games to qualify, so round 1, round 2, round 3, round 4. And then the first 1,024 players to make it through those 4 rounds go into a straight bracketed tournament. The first 2 rounds are played on virgingaming.com, and then the rest of you guys who win those games, win those 2 games, you're flying to Vegas to play for a $400,000 prize in Madden.
Wow.
Las Vegas. That is unreal. Huge news there from Virgin Gaming heading out to Las Vegas. And as we noted last year, we read a lot of tweets from guys that say they could beat us in Madden and talk a lot of trash, and they're competitive players and they love the game. But if you're not trying to qualify for this, which if you go to GameStop, you get a free qualifier, so
qualifier.
You can't
Free
lose.
qualifier.
So you can't lose.
You go to GameStop, buy a game, and you're going to get the free qualifier to the Virgin Gaming Madden NFL Challenge Series.
And if you're not
that's any game that's in Challenge Series, that's FIFA, Madden, and NHL.
Any game.
For just any one of
Any
those
game.
games, you get an automatic entry into round 1.
Awesome.
But if you're not at this event, if you're not following this information, if you're not following Virgin Gaming on Twitter, and you're not checking out the EA Sports Arena, this is where the players are. This is where all the guys that come to watch the show and are actually practicing the things we teach, hanging out in the chat, talking with everybody else, this is where they play. So this is the event if you're going to be a big-time player. Great stuff. Now, Steve, get a little more information from Zach because we heard Vegas, but any more details we can see if we can get from him here.
Yeah, absolutely. How can people qualify? Go to the Virgin Gaming website, and how can they qualify online? How can they enter there? What are the details that they have to do to get started playing?
To get started, you simply need a Virgin Gaming account. So go to virgingame.com, register an account if you don't already have one. It's free. It's like 2 steps. It's super simple. All you do is click on games up at the top, select Madden or FIFA or NHL. Obviously, we're talking about Madden tonight, but you'll hit Madden. Right there on the main dashboard page, there's a big call-out challenge series. I believe there's over 1,000 people already pre-registered. So as soon as the clock hits, I think, midnight on September 11th, we're going to turn up the switch on. All the challenge buttons will pop up beside everybody's name, and you'll be able to play. So if you have your code from GameStop, we'll ask you to enter it as soon as you hit tournament for a challenge series and enter it. You'll be in, and you go from there. And you just got to win 4 games. Or if you wanted to, you could pay $20 in for round 2. You could play $40 in for round 3, or $80 for round 4, and skip all those preliminary rounds and give yourself, a quicker path towards the online qualifier.
I like that. You can either hop right in. I like to get a little steam going. You know what I mean? I build it up, and once I get rolling downhill, like a Brandon Jacobs back when he was with the Giants, just knock him down all the way into the round. So it's big here, Zach. Now, will Sony once again be powering this tournament? And
absolutely.
Absolutely.
Sony is our partner. We love Sony. We brought the Challenge Series back with them and with EA, so this is amazing. I mean, last year in New York, you don't get more excitement and energy out of the city than New York, but this year it's Vegas, so Virgin Gaming is going to do it big. I think our Virgin Gaming armored truck is still out in Vegas, so we'll have to bring that out for the winners and take those guys around town. It's actually filled with like TVs and PlayStations and every game you can imagine. So we'll have to take the tarp off that thing.
Anytime you're giving away $400,000 just for Madden, you probably want to bring an armored truck. That's a little tip for you, you know what I mean? That's just a life tip. But we thank you so much for joining us on the show. And guys, if you want some tournament-style tips, we're coming out later, firing hot, with a Virgin Gaming special tip for them to really get you into that tournament mindset to get when you get your qualifier over at GameStop. If you're going to jump in or just jump in and play, we're going to have some Virgin Gaming stuff. We want to just take a second, though, say thank you very much. This is the co-founder of Virgin Gaming. He's coming on to our show This Week in Madden to hang out and just give us the details. Las Vegas, you heard it here. Check out your qualifiers, and we'll see you guys on the Sony PlayStation, no doubt.
And thanks so much, guys. There's no 2 greater guys in the Madden community than you guys. So I hope to see you in Vegas, and I'll call in whenever you need, talk about all the tournaments that we're running. So check it out, challengeseries.com. Get all the details there. You'll see what the payouts are, when the dates are for Vegas. I think we're February 9th in Vegas, the week after the Super Bowl. You will see for some football. Get in the tournament, guys. Thanks so much.
Thanks, Zach.
Thanks a lot, Zach.
Before you get going,
yes,
something that's very important because in all the chats, the Madden Secret Society, I'll shout out to all those guys out there. I talk about this all the time, all day long. You gotta start playing on the PlayStation 3. If you want to be taken seriously when you enter into a tournament like this, you gotta make sure you're playing all year long on the PlayStation 3. It's literally a no-brainer. You have to play at an extensive point of your Madden career this year, Madden 13, playing on the PlayStation 3 because of that. No-brainer, you have to.
I purchased the PlayStation 3 last year just to train.
Literally just to train.
Played on All Pro. That's what the tournament setting was.
You gotta train. That's such an overlooked thing. You get so many guys you hear that you get there on the day of the tournament and they say, "Oh, I haven't played. I haven't practiced." You gotta practice how it's gonna be when you get there. No brainer.
Gibbs, I think why people don't do that and they bring that excuse, because I heard that excuse last week at the GameStop convention.
Yeah.
People they pull these excuses.
What are you looking for?
I'm looking for a very specific tip.
What is it?
This is a great article from the Guide. It has to do with the top 5 ways to improve your game overnight.
If you guys didn't know, the way we formatted the guide this year was a bunch of top 5 lists in the beginning portion of the guide. All the same content that you are used to getting over the years, but in an easier format that you could digest a little bit easier.
It's 360 pages, so I need just 2 seconds. Okay, anyway. Tip number 5 on here is play the best.
Play the best.
You can go and you can get, the key is, you can get away with playing sloppy against lesser players.
If I play Z Files,
you can be sloppy.
I can get away with doing some weird
We're
things.
about to battle later, by the way, in the game of the week, so we'll settle that on the field, literally. But the key here is
there's AstroTurf over there.
You can get away with kind of, oh, maybe I shouldn't have thrown that, but he wasn't good enough to click on and make that play. It's not going to happen there, so don't waste your time playing mediocre players when there's great players available. As you said, over 1,000 already registered. Go find those guys and play them.
Suit up.
Then you're going to know what you're going to get yourself into. If you've never seen what these guys are doing when you get to the tournament, oh, I didn't know people were going to use that.
Suit up.
No excuse.
Suit up.
No excuse.
Let's
Follow
get a
this. We'll
mailbag.
keep you up.
Mailbag.
Got to have some
Gotta give me a
mailbag.
mailbag. Got to do some plays here.
Got to have it. All right, we're jumping in. So usually, we're just going straight Madden tips for the next half an hour.
RJ Shaker. That's fitty. Madden tips. MaddenTips.com. Whatever. RJ Shaker. Twim is back. We are back. We are back. What are the top 5 defensive teams in Madden NFL 13? Also, what are some good tips on adjusting to your opponent's offense? That's a pretty good. That's a jam-packed question. So I'm going to run my top 5 teams. My top 5 teams, definitely defensively, 49ers.
Yes.
Got to be number 1.
Linebackers, millions of linebackers.
So much block shed, it's ridiculous. They have, count them, go in, there's like 6 guys that have 90-plus block shed, so if you're wondering what does block shed do? So have you ever run like a halfback dive, and out of nowhere, a D tackle or an offensive
perhaps Hello Inada just tackles you, and you're like, he should be blocked.
They rip by the offensive lineman, and you're like, what? That's block shed. So you got to have a guy that's key. With a lot of guys that have that block shed, so it's important. Number 2, I really, really like the New York Football Giants.
The Super Bowl champion New York Giants or the regular New York Giants?
The New York Football Giants that are 0-1 in the season currently. It's
weird because they were 0-1 last year.
Yes, we get it. They have a great pass rush, but what was their weakness yesterday? What happened? Seriously. Why did they lose?
I already gave you my top 5.
Yeah. Not good. Not good. They're not good. You said it before. They are not good.
They did not play well is what I said.
So number 3, Dallas Cowboys. I've loved the Cowboys for years in Madden. They don't have a real weakness on any part. Quarterback, halfback, tight end, whatever, wide receivers. Their defense is loaded. They have 2 great pass rushers in DeMarcus Ware and Anthony Spencer off the edge.
I saw that in action.
You have to love their secondary when they have
Brandon
Carr, Mo Claiborne,
Scandrick,
and Mike Jenkins. That's an unbelievable.
If people are going to be spreading you
top
out,
4.
Got to have those guys.
Top 4, unbelievable.
Jay Ratliff.
I love the Seahawks. I might put them at 5. Love the Seahawks at 5. Seahawks are a sleeper team. We talk about them a little bit in the guide. They're definitely a sleeper team. They have a great secondary. Might be actually the best secondary in the game. They have a lot of height, a lot of hit power. Definitely
3
playmakers.
6'3" players.
Who do you like to round out the top 5?
I think you mentioned the Bengals and all that speed on defense.
They got speed for days.
Almost too much.
Ridiculous.
False. You can never have too much speed. I was just testing you guys. It's week 1, so you got to get back into it.
Working out the kinks.
Okay. The other part of the question was adjusting to your opponent's offense. There's an article in the guide on that, but keys to offense. Number 1 thing. Take away whatever they are doing to you.
Number 1 option.
Their favorite thing.
Sleep on it.
Whatever their favorite thing is.
Take it, put it in your pillow tonight, sleep on it, remember it.
Hop on the Sony PS3 here.
Sony PlayStation 3.
It's got to be, so say...
If I go spread, we'll go spread, and I go situation like quick slants right here.
So say you're going to be using the Packers here, right? And I know you want to throw to Jermichael Finley. Like, that's your thing. That's
right.
What you look kind of like the street guys here in the slot, so...
Right. So if you take a look at, I'm throwing the curl pattern right here. So you're seeing that... Consistently. What you want to do, something that's
I know you're
basic,
a big fan of Pierre Garçon.
Yes. It's very basic, and it sounds simple. Sit on that route. Don't even put a curl there. I would say if they could if you've probably played an opponent before that literally just kept throwing the same route against you, right?
Most average players have just one play, and it's a good play. But if you take away the number 1 thing, they sort of have a number 2, but they're not as comfortable, and then they try and force it, and then you're good.
Take it away. Take it away from me. Don't let me throw it. Thank you.
And just literally yell at your TV.
Yes.
Stop doing that.
And then when you get that, I want you to just put your hands in the air, throw X up, and say, "Ball hawk."
Gibbs,
Ball hawk.
What if you have to kind of give? So what if you kind of get sloppy here? What if you
Yeah.
kind of take this guy over? Are you
Okay.
willing to give up maybe a streak route to Y? Really
You have to. You have to.
Because why? Like
Because you have to force your opponent to go to their secondary read. I was telling a couple people this the other day. Literally telling this. They said, "How do we adjust? Take away that option. Don't let them have that option. You literally can't." So now we actually have a better offensive team. So we have a team like Aaron Rodgers out there. Oh, he's going to make the best reads on the field. False. Take away my number one option. One great thing you can do to take away the number one option, I want to go to Jordy Nelson, press coverage.
Yes.
Press. So there, you chuck him at the line of scrimmage. I'm delayed on him. You're sitting on that route. And you know what? I'm so good, I sneak it in anyways. And your user skills are lacking right now. Does that make you feel good? What makes you feel better, that or the Giants losing last night?
They're both hurt my feelings, and you keep bringing them up.
I know, and it's just because the Patriots haven't played. Oh!
That looked like the Miles Austin thing. I just had a flashback because that looked like the Miles Austin catch.
I think my user skills are 99 over. Oh. So take it away. So Falls try and take it away.
There we go.
Finally gets a ball hawk pick there. Gotta like that. Take it away. So other ways you could potentially do it, you drop spies, you drop zones. Just take that number one option away.
Even if just for one play. Just for one play. You have
make
to
him
stop
know.
them.
Make him know.
I played a guy with he was using Calvin Johnson. He was putting him on slants, and he racked up some early yards, but I knew it was coming by the end of the game. I had it stopped. But the key is I would put the guys there, and he'd still throw it. And I'm like, this guy's got to be crazy. But you can kind of see some of the guys who have lesser skill, they kind of can rely on those things too much. So you have to take it away. That's the biggest thing about adjusting to your offense, is taking away whatever it is they like to do. Take it away.
And that's definitely something that we talk about a ton in the tournament defensive guide that you can get over at MaddenTips.com. A great deal going on right now. 20 TWIM. You type that code in when you purchase the guide. You're going to get 20% off the e-guides. That's awesome. We talk about those adjustments. And here's another one that I know people get a ton. They get a ton. They get so many questions about halfback screens. So Farls, if they're gonna run a halfback screen, they say, well, how do I stop it? The screen's killing me.
User it.
What I say is take a guy and just run after. I mean, obviously we don't have a halfback screen here, but I'll throw him on a flat to mimic it. Just literally run after him. Take it away. Do that. Take it away, and get him for a loss in the backfield.
I have seen guys. I know that the screen's coming. You can kind of sense it. You sniff it.
Third and 14. You've been blitzing them like crazy.
I swear, you'll go sit on the screen and they'll throw it anyway. And it's like, okay.
Why?
But that's what you have to do to take it away. Because if you don't take it away, they're going to keep doing it. Because on offense, if I keep doing something and you're not stopping it and you're not taking it away, I'm going to keep going to it. Why not? Why run something that's not better than my best thing?
I have another tip for you. I gotta convey this to you guys. Okay, do not be afraid to make great plays. Don't. I know a lot of people out there. User plays. They're afraid. Maybe they just control defensive linemen. It's safe. They know they're not going to make a mistake. You gotta fail 1,000 times, and then on 1,001. You're going to succeed. I'm telling you. Don't be afraid to make big plays.
The user control is more tuned in this year's game.
Absolutely.
It's a lot easier, especially to catch on offense.
Ball hawk.
And on defense to go and get defensive plays.
Ball hawk all day.
Ball hawk on Sony when you click on, use triangle. On Xbox when you click on, hold down Y. It's going to make your life easier. So you can't be afraid to go make plays. Because you can cover so much more ground as a user. You make players that are lower rated better because in theory you have 99 awareness. I know I do.
Had a quick comment here from my boy Neo in the chat. He had a question. He said, "Are we any good in real tournaments?" In the tournament last year, the Virgin Gaming tournament, Final 64.
Yes.
And Farrell's won a couple games there as well. So Farrell's made it very well. You can even check out the bio in here. What the bio looks like. What the bio says about.
Well, there's pictures from the Virgin Gaming Challengers in there in the back.
In the back of the book.
Which is pretty nice. It was pretty cool to be there. There was more energy drinks and
so much Nas.
I felt like Rob Gronkowski when I was there. I was just dancing. There was cheerleaders. The music was pumping.
There's two things I remember about the challenge series from last year about Madden. It was the best live Madden event I had ever been to.
Confirmed on all the forums.
And the lovely, beautiful Nas ladies.
They were pretty awesome.
They were awesome.
They were
actually,
99.
that makes me think of Nas. If you actually buy a can of Nas at local stores, Same scenario as that GameStop promo. You're going to be able to go out and get a qualifier into the Virgin Gaming qualifying rounds if you get that can of NOS.
And you're probably going to be
and you're going to be jacked
up. Yeah.
Jacked up.
Because I smuggled some home. I was like, can I have a couple for the road?
Yes.
Boom. Powered me all the way back to Boston. All right. Keep going on mailbag questions, but that's what you got to do. It's so important.
Don't be afraid of greatness. Just don't be afraid of greatness.
Some people are. I'm not. Low pop. What is the best way to configure a team using multiple halfback rotation strategy? For example, the Saints will rotate 3 halfbacks throughout a single game. Okay, couple keys when we talk about halfbacks. Okay. I would like you to go to the Packers depth chart here.
Yeah,
on,
right now?
On the PS3 edition of this lovely game. Number 1.
Yes.
If you have one halfback that's really good and you just kind of want to go thunder and lightning just because you think you should, don't necessarily do that. If you have Darren McFadden, they don't have Michael Bush anymore. So just keep Darren McFadden in the game as much as you possibly can.
But they do have Goodson and Taiwan Jones. I'm just saying. I mean, I'm just saying.
What I'm saying is those are other speed guys, though.
Right.
But you already have 96 speed with more with more elusive and break tackle than those other 2 guys. So why just to do it, do it? That's the number 1 thing. Saints, all 3 of those guys are all trucking power style backs. So are you really going to gain that much? The only time that I really, really like to change up my halfback for specific power situations. So trucking, you're going to see if a guy's power. So Cedric Benson, 95 truck, obviously a trucking back. You want to basically separate the trucking versus elusive. So elusive here. Packers pretty much all trucking backs, it appears to be. Some teams have more all-elusive backs. The Saints, as we mentioned, all trucking backs. A great team like the 49ers would have Gore would be trucking. You might have a guy like Michael James who's more elusive. Kendall Hunter more elusive, but Brandon Jacobs more trucking. Carry rating. Mark Ingram on the Saints, put the ball in his paws, will not let you down at the end of the game. Brandon Jacobs, the big dog, give him the ball at the end of the game, 98 carry, will not let you down. Ben Jarvis, Green Ellis, law firm,
never fumbled,
will not let you down at the end of a game. At the end of a game, when you're trying to run out the clock, you got to have a guy in. I would go Cedric Benson here at the end of the game. Brendan Sane, maybe earlier in the game, he's a little faster, a little more elusive, can do some things. But at the end of the game, who are you going to trust? Who are you going to go with?
So to build off what Falls was saying there, how I actually take a look at what I care about when it comes to a 3 halfback package. What that is, my package that I care about for the halfbacks, I look at a feature back. That's the first thing I care about. And the second is I look at a halfback that can catch out of the backfield.
That's another key.
Then I look at a halfback that can carry the rock. So those are 3 things I look at. Feature back, the best overall, has best speed, good carry, good catch.
Darren
like
Sproles.
Yes. Then I look for a guy that I can give the rock to in late game situations where they will not fumble.
Catch rate.
So I look for a guy that has good carry.
Yes.
I want to give the guy to a good carry, and then the third thing I look for is a guy that can catch the ball on passing situations, 3rd and long where I need him to go out and pass. So those are kind of how I try and use my halfbacks to my advantage. So with what I have here for the Packers, James Starks is my feature back. Okay.
6'2".
6'2". He's got good catch. He's got a pretty good catch in traffic for a halfback as well. 72. And then I take a look at so he's my feature back, and then my backup guy. I was saying a carry or catch guy. I have that in Starks. So what I'm looking at is Benson. Benson brings something to the table that a lot of guys can't. He's got 95 trucks. So I'm going to use him short yardage situations. And then my third back I would use here is Brandon Sane. If I need a big play, I love Starks, 90 speed, but if I need a big play, I put in Sane, 93 speed, take a look at that, 95 acceleration, and he also has good catching. I want to put him in the game if I need a big play. If I'm down in a game, I'm more apt to use Brandon Sane to try and get a big play.
All right, so we just got a live question in on Twitter. It came in at Madden Bible from our man, Shopmaster. He's a fellow EA Sports Game Changer, host of Game Changer Radio. He wants an RG3 question as a Skins fan. We have RG3, the man, ready to take a snap on the Xbox edition right here. So he wants to know, how can I use RG3 to scare defenses even when I'm not a scrambler?
Even when you're not a scrambler?
Yeah, so he's not saying I want to run a specific type. He's not going to run the option, but perhaps against the man-to-man defenses he might take off. What type of things does RG3 elicit fear, even if you're not going to use him to scramble, just by his pure reputation? Or do you need to actually kind of do something to get, the defense is worried about him?
Well, I would say use your opponent's own brain against him. And what I would say is maybe first couple plays of the game, literally just try and scramble with him.
Just
Does that make sense?
Get in their head.
Get in their head. Get a campfire. Get
Call
a campfire
read
going,
option. Script your first play as the read option. One of those PA rollouts Shanahan's so famous for, cutting off half the field, making an easy throw, but just, take off if it's there. The key with RG3 is if I'm coming out and I'm playing Aaron Rodgers, RG3, Michael Vick, Russell Wilson, Cam Newton, I'm containing at least one player and one spy.
Definitely a spy.
Just for the first drive of the game, because you got to kind of feel it out. But obviously, what you have at your advantage is most people will use those quarterbacks if they're going to play that certain type of game plan. But you suffered through many years of Redskins, and now you actually got a gift from the Redskin gods giving you RG3. So you're still going to play with the Redskins, but like you said, you're not that type of player. You've been used to playing with pocket passers. So people are going to assume that, this guy just picked him because they have RG3, I better look out.
Right.
But so now if they're putting guys in spies, that's going to make it easier for you to run. If they're putting guys in contain, you should be seeing a little bit less pass pressure because they kind of got to contain, as I talked about earlier in the show. So that's a huge key for you in RG3. So Shotmaster, great question, and we look forward to having you on the show. He battled us last year in the Game of the Week.
Hard.
If you're new, again, the Game of the Week is we play a game against people from the community after the show. We do about an hour worth of tips, and then we do about an hour worth of the Game of the Week portion of the show, where we just kind of let you in our mind. We play a game. The clock's here, I'm going to do this. I see him doing this, I'm going to do this, and you get to see it unfold live. It's live action Madden. So let's jump into the next mailbag question. I know we got a lot to get through, and we got to get rolling. Let's do it.
Absolutely.
From D. Rose, what's the best way to play zone defensive coverage with a four-man pass rush?
Best way to play zone defensive coverage with a four-man pass rush.
Definitely bringing four from a specific side and dropping it to the other side of the field. So, depending on what type of zone, I love Cover 2 Sync this year. I think Cover 2 Sync is reinvented in this year's game. I felt last year that maybe the middle yellow zone, the linebacker, wasn't getting deep enough, so you kind of vulnerable. But I feel like they did a great job kind of redefining his area and making sure that he's getting deep enough to pick up certain routes. So
absolutely.
So that's a good base zone if your opponent's really not going deep and kind of just dinking and dunking a little bit, horizontal passing attack.
Yeah.
But as we jump into the PS3 version here, getting pressure with four defensive linemen in this game, if you don't have elite defensive linemen, it can be a challenge. And that's why we like the Giants so much, is JPP, at the end of the day, is going to always have those one or two sacks.
The D-end pass rush and push-up field is outstanding this year. So my man Calhoun County out there, who actually does a little piece for us every week called Playbook Access Weekly, a.k.a. PAW. You can check that at maddentips.com from Calhoun County. He talks a lot about playing on third and long situations, playing a rainbow coverage, which means just dropping a lot of guys back in coverage and rushing maybe 3 or 4 guys after the quarterback. If it's 3rd and 15, you want to have a lot of guys in coverage because the pass rush this year is amazing. And I could not agree with you more, Falls. I am a huge fan of Cover 2 Sync in this year's game. Love Cover 2 Sync in this year's game.
It's huge. I mean, watch. I'm not going to play roll, but I think last year you could probably fit that ball into X. And I think this year he's going to get deep enough. Obviously,
I meant to throw a streak.
You actually did a good job waiting for him to come through across the middle of the field.
Replay will show you that.
So, he's playing deep. But he's back deep enough to make the throw. You did a good job waiting long enough, and then I think you used pass lead left.
Right there.
Pass lead left to get it to where there was space. But, he's back. He's playing behind that. He would play in front of that before, and you get in trouble. So the Cover 2 Sync is pretty nice, but the key with just rushing the 4 is you got to try different stunts and crashes, different fronts.
Absolutely.
You got to do just a lot of different things in this year's game. I personally like to play with the strategy pad quick links on, but if you don't have them on, then maybe try pinch and a crash and
do this for me. Shift the line right. Shift it right.
Okay. Excuse me. Here we go.
And now make them blitz to the right. Now blitz right.
Crash right.
Crash right.
10-4.
I mean, try something like that. So
see how he at least loops around, then they can roll into it.
Just get crazy with your adjustments. And the best way to get that 4-man pass rush, again, as far as I was saying, just have absolute beasts on the defensive line. That's why we put a lot of stock in those defenses that have guys that can get after the quarterback. Love the Giants. Even like the team like the Colts. Dwight Freeney and Mathis are absolute monsters in this year's game. So I can't stress it enough. Having good DNs is vital. Vital.
It's really a lot more important than people think. That's one of the reasons the Packers, for me, Clay Matthews, he can rush, but maybe if Nick Perry can play well, but just they don't have that. They have great run stuffers and solid defensive linemen, but just nobody that imposes that fear like some of the other guys.
JPP.
Let's take a look at another mailbag question. I'm going to hop into the chat on livestream.com/EA Sports because I want to chat with some of these guys, see who's followed us over from our home last year at Prima Madden on to Madden Tips. Sense, is there any good route combo against zones that are effective, especially against coverage D? Now, coverage D for the starter crowd is when players tend to drop back, maybe 9 guys, like there's a play called 9 Velcro, where they're in the red zone and they just kind of
drop a lot of guys back.
They just make it tough.
2 guys, 1 guy, something along 9 Velcro.
Maybe just rush 1 guy. So maybe you see these 2 guys here. So I'm going to spy this defensive tackle, and I just let this 1 guy rush. And so now these guys are going to block, but I have tons of guys back, and you got to be patient.
What I really like, this is from a bunch set. The route combinations I like to do are the following. Inside receiver on the bunch. So we have R1 here to Finley. I like to place him on a zig pattern, and I like this outside receiver, the circle guy, on a drag pattern. And then the solo receiver over here, Jennings, on a fade. And then we also have Crabtree in the middle there on that bunch, also on a fade. Against man-to-man, this is also very effective, but I like how these routes work off each other underneath the zone coverage. You're going to usually typically find one of them will get open. In this instance, the drag is consistently getting open. So you want to just try that route combination out. Maybe even put a deep out pattern with Crabtree over there. I also even might like him on a curl route there. So he would sit down in that area field right there. The zone separates. You can see how that gets there. Another play I love against zone this year is from the gun empty formation. I'll show you that right here, right now. It is called spacing. This play, you probably look at it and you probably don't think, you're probably not
like,
really
I don't want to
impressed.
go for that short amount of yards.
You're really probably not that impressed about it.
But if they're playing coverage D, like we talked about in the red zone.
Well, give me a cover 3. Give me just a stock cover 3.
Got it right here. Got it.
So the stock cover 3. So this is called a horizontal passing concept, and what this means is that we're attacking the defense across the width of the field rather than vertically, which would be a horizontal passing. A vertical passing concept deep downfield. So what happens in this cover 3? I'll show your defense here for me.
Absolutely.
You're going to see that there is 1 flat defender on the left, and then 1 flat defender on the right, and then 2 yellow zones in the middle of the field. Well, with this horizontal passing concept, we have 5 receivers running short patterns on underneath coverage. So what that means is we got to make the read, find the open guy, because one of them is going to be open. They don't have enough zone defenders to defend against this.
Physically impossible.
They just literally don't have enough zone defenders that are playing this short part of the field to defend this. Now, if you're playing a zone defense like a cover 2 sink, then that will stop it. But that's the mind game that you play in Madden is
because if you cover 2 sink and I get some time to throw downfield, there's a good chance you could get burnt.
You go 4 verticals against cover 2 sink, and then they're in trouble. So that's how I kind of work my opponent when I'm playing is first I attack with the spacing, and then once they get comfortable to that, Farrell's audible down to a cover 2 for me.
Gotcha.
Farrell's going to a cover 2 zone. Then I'm going to go 4 verticals on them in a situation like this. 4 verticals. Okay, so now they're going to take away spacing. Boom. Now I'm going to take away their cover 2 zone deep. You just got to play your opponent. You got to try and anticipate what you think they're going to do. And one key thing there that we talked about earlier in the show, right now I see there's 1 deep safety back, Farrells, correct?
Correct.
Okay, cover 3 or cover 1. Now when you made that audible to the cover 2 zone, what happened? 2 high safeties. So now you have to read. If you see that, if you've been running the spacing and getting positive yards, and then the next play you come out and you see this, you better audible. You better audible to your verticals. You better make the adjustment. You better be ready, because that's how you win games. That's by making important adjustments.
All right, next mailbag question here. Got to check it out. We are Zach B. What is the best playbook in Madden this year?
Wow.
Offense or defense? I'm going to go offense. You go defense.
Okay.
I'm going to start out number 1. Arizona Cardinals.
Wow.
For me.
For you? Okay.
It's our starter offense on MaddenTips.com. It's a little bit of what we showed earlier, just some of the concepts, but just much more in depth and a lot more formations.
Yep.
Just the most calm way to read a defense. Know what to do. Be
Is that
patient.
why you're kind of good this year? Because you're playing calm.
Just
you're not
playing
like
relax. I know where I'm at.
Your knees aren't weak.
I'm no mom spaghetti. It's awesome. Number 2, it was great last year. It's great this year again. Atlanta. Just their spread formation's
Ooh, bold.
Their spread formation's a little different. They still have full house. Their spread formation's a little different than it's a flexed formation, which just has different ability to motion certain guys. So depending on what kind of defense you're playing, it can be there. Let me see.
I like on offense. I'm a big fan of the Carolina offensive playbook.
Yep.
I also really like the balance playbook.
Balance is nice.
That's our tournament offensive guide. I really like the balance. Main reason I like balance is from the gun 2-back formation. There's a play called wide receiver post corner. If you play man-to-man against it, good luck.
Yeah.
Good luck. You can find out. Literally, it's in the guide. We tell you all about it. And again, don't forget, there is that 20 TWIM code you can use to purchase the guides tonight. You get 20% off our e-guides.
Yeah, I think it's good till midnight. Go to MaddenTips.com, 20 TWIM. Great deal. You also, if you go to get the game and you, great bundle at GameStop here.
Phenomenal.
It's a tournament bundle. Actually going to get it for you for $19.99. It's usually $39. So it's a great deal here. And then you can actually get your qualifier. You utilize that.
I want to keep talking about a little bit about playbooks here. Another playbook I really like, I like a lot. Houston playbook, they added the gun split close,
Yep.
and it already was one of the best playbooks last year. Really liking that.
Houston is nice.
I like Cleveland, love Cleveland. I was using Cleveland at the beginning of the year, but then you got me out of it. Main reason Farrell's got me out of it, and there's a good reason, is because of the curl flats from gun spread, which we break down to exhaustion in the guides.
Yes.
Literally, I usually don't want to commit and take your advice.
Yes.
You know that,
and
right?
I don't like to take yours either.
I know. And so, but I actually listen to Farrell's.
Team Prima style.
And I'm big time into the curl flats.
So the reason I don't like Cleveland as much as Gibbs does is
gun spread.
They have some
Don't have spread.
run formations.
Right.
Their run
True.
formations are some split back stuff, like some from far and near, I believe.
And pro.
Pro. So they're he knows how to motion the fullback and get a nice lead block. But for me, I'm more of an I-form style runner, just a little more what I've been used to running over the years. So that's why I never clicked with Cleveland. Just the running was a little bit different. They have strong pro, but I like the strong closer. I did. So it all really depends on what you like. Defensively, right now, I use multiple, but I believe Green Bay is a great book. Houston's a great book.
You're about to see. I'm gonna put a clinic on you tonight. I think defensively.
People that don't know, they say the game of the week. What is it? Well, we're gonna play against each other. We're gonna use what is in the guides.
Yeah, I'm
it's
actually
not like
going
we're just
a little,
gonna shield it.
I'm
You're
going
gonna
a little
see
rogue.
some fire on defense. It's really hard to get pressure in this year's game.
I'm going rogue.
I'm
telling you right now. I'm
Not
going
for
rogue.
him.
You think that you've been planning that I was going
demolishing people.
You've been preparing that I was going to go.
I know you're going
potentially Carolina.
I know you're going.
I'm not going Carolina.
What?
Yeah. He literally didn't know. I swear. I promise you, he did not know.
No, he double faked me.
Yes, because
He told me he's going to Arizona. Then he was like,
Absolutely not.
I saw him. I think he was tweeting. He's like, I'm going to go
No.
Carolina.
people yesterday that were watching the stream yesterday, I was streaming. They saw a little preview of what I'm going to do to you.
Should be fun.
It is the
Is anybody my friend in the chat? Is anybody my friend in the chat?
Philadelphia
Eagles.
playbook. Or am I just getting in your head? Campfire. Maybe I'm in Carolina. I don't know.
You did
Maybe I'm
mysteriously
Arizona. Maybe I'm
mention the Philly
balanced.
playbook earlier.
Maybe I'm imbalanced. Maybe you don't know. I'm a wild card.
I think you are imbalanced. Okay, next mailbag question here. Let's check it out. From Will41, longtime watcher.
Oh, wow.
What are some ways to read the defense cover 3, specifically looking at the safeties? We already got you covered.
Got you covered. You should
check
know.
out, and you'll be able to view this show forever, archived. So go back and look at that, and you really want to study that. But remember that single high safety. You'll see the corners back. You'll have it man zone read. You won't know, but you'll have the ability to beat both, depending on some adjustments.
Correct.
Next mailbag. Death Angel, long-time member.
Absolutely.
What is the best max coverage concept this year? Are purple zones or yellow zones more effective against offenses when playing max coverage? So a little more about the coverage D here. I always
You run
like
a lot
people like to drop their defensive ends. If we head over where let's go to Xbox.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You wanna?
Check out Xbox. So I'm playing with the Seahawks here. We talked about putting your athletic defensive ends. Red Bryant's not a guy you want to drop in his zone. He's a beast. Leave him be.
Let him rush. Same with McBain.
If you want to drop right into a purple zone, purple zone is a buzz zone or a curl to flat zone. It's going to drop back and play the curl, and then it's going to come underneath and play the flat. So it should play in that order. And the key with purple zones is if the guys are hitting you to the sideline and doing a really good job. Last year, slant outs were pretty popular route. Obviously, it's been replaced with the zig, but getting a guy out towards the sideline is huge, and the purple zones, buzz zones, will play that really well for you. I love yellow zones. A little tip here on yellow zones.
Yeah, tell me.
A lot of guys don't know this.
Tell me.
All right. So right is in a purple zone. If I go, wherever I am with right, or any defender, and I make a yellow.
Yes, tell me more.
Notice how his yellow, those guys' yellows are dropping to certain areas. Right's yellow just goes wherever I put him.
So you're telling me that you could put him on a yellow there, then drop him over there.
Underneath Moss.
Yes.
So yeah, I could either. So if I leave him here, he's going to slide back to the middle. But say I wanted to take away the curl, and I just put a yellow here.
And then you slide him over left.
He's going to get underneath it
and
there.
And then he's going to drop over there.
Correct.
That is a huge tip.
Yeah, it's because then you can kind of just plant a guy and then
put him and then kind of move him away, but then he's still going to drop to there.
So he looks like I'm gonna user bump the tight end. I think it's 85's Hankerson, I believe.
Yeah.
But he's gonna be dropping to play Moss, and he's gonna be sort of like playing a purple zone.
And he cut underneath. Yes.
Yep. And a guy.
And he catch tackle.
Great catch tackle.
I like it.
You definitely got to kind of like that. That's a good way to do it. It's a great way to disguise. Next question here.
Next question. It's almost time.
So we hit that one from Death Angel.
Almost time.
It is almost time for the game of the week.
This is the last one.
So, this is our Virgin Gaming tip of the week. All about the Challenge Series. How do you prepare for the Virgin Gaming Challenge Series from Golf Pro, from the Madden Tips forums? Okay. The key here is got to get on the PlayStation 3.
Yep, number one.
Because that's what you're going to be playing on.
That's what you're going to be playing, no excuse.
Got to start playing games in Virgin Gaming Arena because you're going to be playing the type of competition that you need to be to get to that level. 3, use your free qualifier. Get in there.
Yep.
Learn the ropes. Play it.
Yep.
Get on there.
Yes.
Number 4, use the rules and settings that they're going to be using at the tournament.
That's a must.
Talk a little bit more
That's
about
a must.
that. I mean,
so last year the settings that you played on All Pro, and a lot of people said, well, I like to play on All Madden. Well, if you are going to be going to play for in a tournament where they're giving out $400,000 and it's in Las Vegas, why are you playing on a setting that the tournament's not on? Why? So once we find out those details, that's when you start playing with those settings, no matter what it is. If they say we're playing 10-minute quarters, I'm playing 10-minute quarters.
You just have to have. You got to go and get it. If you're going to be serious, you got to prepare how you're going to prepare.
Absolutely.
And failure to prepare is preparing to fail.
Yes.
So there's really no excuse, guys. It's still far a ways away, but
a lot of time, a lot of training.
Last thing is get a team and start really working with that specific team. Last year, the most popular team at the Challenge Series was the Green Bay Packers.
Definitely.
But there was some love for the Giants.
A little bit of love.
Panthers.
It's a little bit of Saints.
A little bit different teams. But consistently, find out what the best players are doing. And they're going to be doing it right here on the show because we're going to be having players that are going to be competing in the Challenge Series come on the Game of the Week and play us. So you get to see everybody's scheme, find out what playbooks are hot. That's the only way you can really prepare for live tournament action. It's intense. I mean, guys might say, oh, no, don't get nervous. I get nervous every time. Because
I was nervous before tonight.
If you love something and you want to compete and you hate losing, I had adrenaline going at the Giants game last night, like a weirdo. Like I felt weird, but I'm like, I love this. I was yelling, I was going crazy. Awesome. Same thing. I'm gonna be crazy when I'm playing SCIPs. I'm gonna be getting, you maybe get a little Botox in the hand so your hands don't sweat when you're at the tournament. I don't know. There's a lot of different things you can do, but starting out by playing on the system that it's going to be on, using the team that it's going to be on, using the settings it's going to be on, and playing the type of competition is a heck of a start to getting your way to Las Vegas.
Absolutely.
And when you get there, you just play your game. Play your game.
And
don't try new things. Don't say, I saw some guy do this before. It looks pretty good. No, you got there for a reason. Play your game.
And I would also say an important thing is to be a sponge. Be a sponge. Be a student of the game. right?
Go into the chat.
There's a lot of resources out there. There's guys that are giving out great tips on the Madden.com webpage. Talked about Calhoun County earlier. Zan is giving great tips in Zan's Corner on our page. This guy is an absolute mastermind when it comes to Madden.
Final 64 won 4 straight games in the tournament series.
He's
going to share
in the chat
his
right
mind.
now. He is a mastermind when it comes to this game. Absolute mastermind. Calhoun County also giving out those tips. That's on a weekly basis. They're going to be giving us all tips on how to get better at the game. Be a sponge. Be a student.
Try something. You know, I don't have this area. My defense isn't what I need it to be.
Correct.
This guy says, I'll try it. And you really can't go wrong from there. You got a lot of time to prepare, but you got to kind of get a plan going. And that is how you become a better player ready for the Challenge Series.
All right.
So thank you very much to Virgin Gaming. It is that time, S. Gibbs. It's always that time. Where you're going to take the lightning round.
Oh, I forgot about the lightning round.
We have one lightning round.
Yeah.
508-318-TWIM.
I'll put that in the chat for people to see. 508-318.
It is a Madden game show. And if you win, you're going to get a tournament offensive bundle. Tournament offense and tournament defense. And hopefully we get one of our old school callers who has played the game before, because this isn't... there's always winners on the lightning round. But it's a challenge. It's always a challenge here. I'm going to come into my list here.
Yeah.
And first caller
508-318-8946. We already got a caller. Hello, caller. Welcome to This Week in Madden. Who do we got on the line?
We'll take the next caller.
We'll take the next one.
Hello, caller. Welcome to This Week in Madden. Who do we have?
Mike.
Hey, Mike. How's it going? Are you ready to take on the lightning round?
Oh, yeah, I'm ready.
All right, let's do it. So our first player on the lightning round, this is where you guess their ratings, and then you give us back just whatever you think it could be. So our first lightning round player is quarterback Robert Griffin III. We mentioned his speed rating early on the show. Do you remember Robert Griffin's speed rating?
His speed rating is a 93.
Wow. That is correct. That's right on.
Wow.
And you are well on your way to winning yourself a guide from MaddenTips.com. Next up, this is a very specific lightning round. You'll start to see a pattern. Cam Newton, quarterback. What's his speed rating?
Cam is an 83 or 80.
83. He is an 85. Yes, 85. So you are right in his range.
In the wheelhouse.
And that number you mentioned earlier, could it be for the man myth, the starting quarterback for the Seattle Seahawks, Russell Wilson? What's his speed?
Russell Wilson's speed is an 89.
Ooh, 83. 83. So you're still right on it. He looked like an 89 in preseason. I'll give you that. He did look pretty darn good in the preseason. He earned that starting job. So we'll see on Sunday. Another guy who's a rookie quarterback, Andrew Luck. Andrew Luck, what's his speed?
Oh, man, let me see. About 79?
Yes!
No.
80. 82. 82.
Yeah, okay.
I tried to fool you a little bit, thinking maybe he's more of a pocket passer, but Andrew Luck has some wheels. A couple highlights there of him running. And our last guy, a longtime legend in this game.
Michael Vick is a 90 or 91. I know that.
Yeah.
And you, sir, are a winner. You have won the lightning round, Mike.
Everyone's a winner on the lightning round.
Absolutely. Mike, email me, zfarles@maddentips.com. We're going to hook you up with a bundle from GameStop. You're going to get the offensive guide and defensive guide for the tournament tips on maddentips.com.
Thanks, Mike.
Thank you very much for calling in.
Hey, can you put the link in the thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Absolutely. We'll get you all taken care of, Mike.
Yep. Let's go head right over to maddentips.com. We'll get your email. So, all right, we'll hang up that, and we will get on to
the game of the week.
So we're just going to take about a 2-minute break.
Get ready. Get set.
And then S. Gibbs and I are going to come back in the game of the week and lock up.
Lock up.
What's up? Z Farles and S. Gibbs back here at MaddenTips.com. The game of the week is Super Bowl champions and the Patriots team. How does it feel, Gibbs?
That's why I'm wearing this. Not Super Bowl.
is going to run.
I'm going Rome.
I'm running Arizona. And we're kind of just running there. Good. I feel good. We got the turf coming out. It's looking pretty good. I'm actually going to tweet out that we're about to play MadTips.com. If anybody there in the land could join me in retweeting the message at Madden Bible, that would be fantastic. And we're well here. So thanks so much for tuning in. And we might freestyle a little bit after the show. So if you have questions you want to chat, stick around. We'll answer those questions all night in the chats here on the live stream. EA Sports is with our. I'm just sitting here looking good. I'm about to tweet.
You're looking good. Yeah.
How awesome is hard hat?
Get it. You got other vagina hats underneath. Get it. Oh, that's, where'd you come up with that one?
Oh, that's a sweet hat.
Would you read that online? I cannot wait for Patriots to just do something crazy. Man. Frustrating. So I'm setting my offer here real quick, and once they're done.
Explain a little bit why you set your offer. Some starter players out there.
So you start in my auto actually saved the game. Just right now. And we're about to lock.
Is about to come
in. I'm about to tweet this thing. You probably want to retweet it.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's gonna be a big battle. So
Giants Patriots is a good. It's always a good battle. Always a good battle. At the kickoff now.
About to kick off today.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're not ready?
Yeah. Once I return this to the house, then I'll have to set my audibles. Oh.
Your audibles should already be set.
No, because the first play you tried to set. Remember? Oh, that's not the kick return I wanted.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So you have to set your audibles then.
Yes.
All right. So set your audibles.
All right.
Go ahead.
Tech guy. Once in a little minute. Explain the difference between some of the start and some of the tournament type. Explain what that's maybe the biggest question I've been seeing. Talk a little bit about it.
One of the biggest separations that we're talking about between the products themselves are with the tournament guides. We're going for advanced tactics before we get into all the different plays. So things like how to create unbumpable patterns. Yeah, he's good.
Oh yeah.
How to do things like user catching. We break down how to user catch. All these advanced tactics in the turning defensive guide. How to user bump, things like that. Where when we talk about the starter product, we slow things down. You're still getting great plays, but we slow things down. We teach you how to motion guys. We teach you how to hot route certain guys. We teach you defensive positioning, which I think is one of the most underrated things in Madden. Of all time. You got to know the positioning of where to have a user-controlled player. That is extremely, extremely important for your overall defense. Yes, you could have the best blitz in the game,
which I have.
But if you don't know where to position your user defender to make that blitz strong, that's when you're going to run into problems. I could give you the best blitz in the world. I can give you the best plays in the world. But if you don't know how to use them properly, that's where the starter products come into play.
Teach you the flow of everything.
Teach it to you, the basics. Those basic things that are going to get you to the next level. What we always say about our tips and things that we come up with is whatever type of Madden player that you want to be, whatever type of player, if you want to win your league at home, if you want to win a league with a buddy, if you want to just beat the computer, you want to become a great player online, our tips are, I'm telling you, they're going to get you to that level. Whatever you want to be, our tips will get you there. So that's really, really important. Really, really important. So Falls is continuing setting up his depth chart right here.
I'm going to rock my audibles real quick.
Yeah?
You know what? You don't need them? I don't.
Oh,
I don't
bold.
need audibles.
Wow, that's bold. That is bold by Farls. Very bold by Farls. Let's do this.
WF Colonel in the chat. Yeah, let's give a quick shout out.
To WF Colonel?
Just to every guy
the man, the myth, the legend?
Came back for another season of Twin because there's a lot of good stuff going on.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. So
WF Colonel is a guy who's always been here. Relly's a guy who's always been here. I'm sure Wolfman's in there, ready to harass me, but that's okay. And what's Farrell's going to do? He's just going to come out and run a draw just to get real patient.
You would.
Gibbs is gonna.
I'm getting closer to the TV.
What I will say is, I know tonight I'll face pressure that I've never faced before. And I know Gibbs knows that he'll be facing pressure that he's never faced before.
Gibbs!
So what happened was
I baited him. I went to break over on the flat pattern, over on the deep out, and I knew that Falls wanted to hit me on the angle pattern. So what I do, sometimes I really impress myself. Sometimes I do. Sometimes I do.
Sometimes I do. Hey, like I said, the Giants don't always prefer to lose their first game in the season, to lose the games, but when they do, they prefer to lose early rather than late.
With this play, they'll go with 2 tight ends.
Get legs. I need you. Come on, Ninky. I need you. You gotta do better for that.
To me, as a quarterback, was a lot like completing that first pass. It just feels good.
So we're getting quiet at this point.
Yeah. So the big problem with this, I would say, is when we get into a heated battle,
things get awkwardly weird.
we tend not to talk as much. So
that's the out route.
yeah, usually if one of us is playing, the other guy's kind of narrating it. Hey, Mike's still in the chat. Mike is still in the chat. We got to get him his product. It's zfarls, ZFARLS, at maddentips.com. Email me, Mike. I see you in the chat.
Lock up, Falls. What is this run game you're going on me? When do you run?
I literally never ran. I swear, I do not run the ball. But maybe I was talking to some guys in my secret society. And
yeah, were you?
Yeah, maybe we were talking a little bit.
Look how everybody's crowding the line of scrimmage.
About some things that you don't even know about.
Formation here for the defense.
Like Victor Cruz! Remember when I told you guys to put Victor Cruz as the MVP? Papa Bear wasn't kidding.
Gets a first down. They are marching. Let's see how the defense reacts.
Play number 6 coming up on this drive.
Pick! I need
for a first down.
Touchdown, Hakeem Nicks.
Wow. I was right there on it. Make sure your controller are setting for when you're on defense.
Yeah, I don't have that set up.
I know.
That's kind of you.
I know you don't.
That's kind of you.
Yeah, I don't want to hear the whining. So what we always do, guys, we play on actually older controllers. So you're going to go into game options here. You're going to see we take off game flow. We use the strategy quick pad links. Turn off auto strafe, auto sprint, and then we lock up.
Just gives me.
I want to decide when I'm going to sprint, not when the computer's going to do it for me.
Yeah, because I'm definitely better than
I want to let you guys all know the only person I've actually run this offense against is Wolfman.
That's not good.
That's the only person I ran against.
I'm a little bit old.
Yeah?
I did. I shut him out of the game of the week last year.
He does not non-stop talking. Loves to talk about it.
Wolf does, or I do?
Wolf. He wants his redemption.
He's going to have to earn it.
Yeah, he wants
it. He's going to have to earn it.
Gentlemen.
Danny
Woodshed.
with a chance to return here on the kick.
Woodhead.
A lot of good action in the chat. It's awesome. If you guys want to start tweeting me questions, I'm going to hang out here for a while after the show, potentially.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'm going to answer a couple questions.
I think some of the things are not talked about enough.
I mean, we got into some good mailbag questions, but I just want to chat. I want to talk to the
how
people.
well he moves in the pocket. That, along with good decisions and a good arm, that's why he's one of the best.
I already got a burn time.
That's classic S. Gibbs right there. So what S. Gibbs is doing for the newer guys, he's setting his packages. So he likes certain guys in certain positions, especially in different formations. So he uses R1 on the PlayStation to sub in his guys. And it takes like a little bit of time from the menu, but he likes to burn a timeout. It's really important to him, and he doesn't, he's not going to...
might run a couple QB draws on. I might run a couple QB draws on it. With Tommy Boy.
Get ready to start their drive.
With Tommy
It's a bunch of
Boy.
quads.
There's the quarterback barking
I don't know.
out new
Is it?
signals.
Is it?
He's going to run a draw there right now.
Am I?
guarantee it, yeah.
The wide receiver shifting around in motion.
That's so weird.
Whoa!
Oh, 5-yard gain?
Oh, what's up, Farls?
I'm not that impressed.
No?
No.
No? Okay. All right. Okay, Farls.
Quarterbacks
I see
hollering
you.
See
instructions.
you about to run a draw.
Second down and 5.
Pick that!
I need more allowance.
Yoda Leahy.
It's a Doug reference. Wondering.
As we get a look at this defense, Justin Tuck.
Third and
player
5.
opposing
Third and
offenses
5.
Always have to game plan for.
Yeah, it's hard to game plan.
We
for
are
him, Jim.
back.
He
We
can
are
line up
back.
anywhere. He'll line up over the center.
Third and
the
5.
guards will
S.
get outside
Gibbs.
and try to speed
What
rush you.
would he
Justin Tuck,
do?
very
I
versatile.
need more allowance.
Quarterback sees something in his defense he wants to take advantage of. Look at the hand signals he's given to the receiver outside.
The wide receiver in motion. Out of the gun. Looking to the right.
Pick that! Oh my goodness, Terrell Thomas.
The Washington Post.
The 45-yard
What?
line.
What? Was that good D? What?
I almost had an interception.
Change moving. Give yourself 3 more opportunities.
It's first down as they head to the line.
Draw.
They give it to the running back.
He knows me too well.
Communicate with
He
my
knows
friends.
me too well.
It was cute, though. I mean, it was a cute little motion that you went for.
Was it?
Yeah.
So he is changing the
Screen!
receivers by giving him hand signals.
Really?
Good.
Really?
I'm locked in, dude. I've been waiting this.
Yeah?
Yeah. You beat me the last game of the week,
Team's attention
and I've just
here.
been kind of waiting ever since.
I'm already starting to regret.
They complete the
Yeah,
pass,
'cause it's
but
too
still not enough for the first.
silly.
Third down coming up. Looking for an open.
Corey Webster!
He got the ball!
Great coverage.
I tried going out route. I already regret my decision.
Great protection by the
Oh, Jonathan Hartsock. The playbooks we're using, Gibbs is using Philly. I'm using Arizona. And I did not set my
All
audibles.
set here.
We get it. We get it.
I'm just letting the fans know.
We get it. We get it.
You
You
know.
like curl flats. We get it.
I don't like it. I'm in love with it.
Are you? Great punt. 99 punts.
Uh-oh. Jerome.
99 punts. 99 punts. Let's do it. Z.
Let's go.
Oh, what play you gonna call? I wonder.
I know what you're going to call.
The defense up there crowding the line of scrimmage. They're trying to confuse this young quarterback.
Nickel formation for the defense here. First and 10. Challenging the
Pick.
Oh, that was dumb.
So I ball hawked. Oh yeah. Oh, wait for it. Wait for it. That is top of the line. You just get right there. I'm serious. To get an extra 15 yards? Tell me why you ran that play.
I thought you were actually in cover 6.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Oh, so you read my defense.
And then it was open, but I threw it too late. It was open, but I hesitated. It's not a read I
got you.
make. I made a poor play.
Oh, I got you.
Draw.
The defense comes out in the nickel. Out of the shotgun formation. Trying to work.
Prince! Go, baby. Go! Not happy about that. That was. Tell me what I was. You don't throw on Prince. He's a prince.
I'm not happy with my
Soon to
game
be
right
king.
now.
Prince is soon to be king.
I'm not
man.
happy with my game right now.
Prince is soon to be king.
The defense showing blitz. They bring in an extra defensive back.
allowance.
They better hurry to get the snap. They motion the receiver around to the other side.
Pick that off. Oh, did you see the heat? Did you feel the heat, kid?
No, I didn't really feel anything.
Your quarterback needs more time than that. Another incompletion.
Z falls allowance. Oh, change it up.
Look out, blitz. And now they'll try over again on second down.
Cruz!
Out route. There's the dreaded out route.
Cruz is so elusive.
There's the dreaded out route.
We got to hit up Patrick H-Packs 5,000. He's looking for some delayed bump and run.
Yeah.
Popular tactic last year's game. After the show, maybe
Yeah.
we'll chat with him.
These defensive
Bar none. I never play zone. Or do I?
The defense comes out in the dime. The quarterback's calling something out.
Blitz is coming right.
Yeah, is it?
First and 10.
Yep.
The quarterback throws to the right. That brings the play.
Extra yard and getting that first down. This offense methodically just marching down the field.
When you played in the Super Bowl 21 MVP, it was gigantic there in Pasadena.
Cruz! Touchdown!
Officer.
Almost. Guys, remember when I told you to put Victor Cruz as the MVP?
Press that covers the TV. It's
We
around
did
the
so.
clock analyzation of the game, and it's all about winning. You
I'm
must
just
win.
good. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Credibility.
Yeah,
from the
I am.
fans,
I
the
don't know
media.
really what else to say.
Stuff there. That's just the way it is.
I feel a little
This will
bit bad.
probably be the last play of the quarter. First and 10. Catch the
Vince, come on.
That's a poor run by me. New physics. Can't be lazy. I was lazy.
45 minutes to go. And we'll return after.
And of course, Michael Hewlett.
Even Wolf is saying I shouldn't have used this though.
Michael Hewlett's the man.
We might play another game at this because I'm upset.
That's a you problem, bro.
With my
Your bread and butter, but you didn't. You're foolish.
Zebra.
I didn't even set my audibles. Do you know what I mean?
Play number 6 coming up on this drive.
Here's what I'm gonna do to you.
Yeah. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do?
To beat the
What are you gonna do, Farles?
Here comes the wide receiver in motion.
For a touchdown to Ramses Barden, who I mentioned in the pregame when I put him in the third receiver slot.
Oh, I'm telling you right now, Farles is 99.
Big.
You guys know me for as long as we've been playing.
He never gives me any credit.
I don't give him any credit.
So what do I do? Look in the camera. What do I do?
Things happen. Nice touchdown run.
Take it.
Farles is 99.
Take it. I'm running the starter up. It's so simple. That's all it takes. Turnio is advanced. You're not running the Turnio right now, but it's advanced. Turnio is super advanced. Who needs advanced? Who needs the stress? I just need to see what I see and just make a read and make a play because I know the game. That's what started.
Danny Woodhead with a chance to return here on the kickoff. Brought down.
Let's go, Skips.
The ball's kicked high in the air, and they sprint
Oh, MaddenTips.com coming out of nowhere.
What did they say?
Have you shared Twim on Twitter or Facebook? If so, you enter yourself into a random drawing for free, you guys, after the show. That's just stepping up. That's not even us, but that's Red Star, who posts on MaddenTips.com. Does a great job. Pretty cool. I appreciate it if you guys do share, and a little bonus just to say thanks. It really does, honestly, it really does help.
And he plays the game with that.
Yeah, you might have heard of that guy before. What's his name?
Me llamo Roberto.
I like it.
First down here. Takes the snap from the shotgun. Stands in the
Pick.
pocket.
Roll.
Oh, Brandon Lloyd.
Brandon intro roll.
I went for it one time.
Hey, sometimes you gotta go deep.
The throws down the field. You have to wait till the last second to make your play. That time the defensive back did it.
I need
What a
more
play.
allowance. I'm telling you, Farles isn't so good. It's ridiculous.
Quarterback.
Might not. I'm not sure if it's healthy. I called my
Quarterback
pediatrician.
motions the wide receiver. They'll go
A good
around.
read by Gibbs and a great spin.
That was pretty good spin.
That's about as
if you're gonna rate spin.
as aggressive as a spin.
The defense is expecting pass all the way. Everybody's running to the quarterback. What do? You confuse them. You mix them up. You run the draw play. That's why it was an easy.
Bully!
Yeah?
Gotta separate man from ball.
Yeah? Meet Danny Woodchip.
Pretty sure you gotta
That was a
separate.
nice job by the offense. It just puts them in a better position. Nice little throw and catch. Jim, look at that. The defensive line all shifting down inside. They're expecting
Screen.
to run right up the middle.
I need to be better on the cut, Gibbs.
Physics. It's real life.
Bad job by the defense. The defensive back so slow. No chance of keeping up with the wide receiver.
Now, the New England Patriots a year ago won the AFC Championship. And really, it was, in my mind, one of Bill Belichick's finest performances as a coach. Did
I'll
not
just
have
throw it.
really a premier
Out of
running back. Did not have a
bounce.
Oh,
Forward momentum. How is it?
They went on to the Super Bowl, winning the AFC Championship.
It's a game of adversity when you talk about the NFL, and the New England Patriots overcame
I got an
a lot
idea.
of adversity
I got a
last
big
year.
time idea
They
right
kept
here.
Giving
And
themselves
honestly, it
chances
might
to
just
get
be
it
crazy
done.
enough to work.
And the fact
What
that
is it?
all you talked about,
Let's see.
and still able to get to the Super Bowl, and really just seconds away
Yeah?
from a victory, tells you how good this coaching staff is.
Third.
It was crazy. I am going crazy.
Oh, you gotta be jonesing.
The offense heads to the line for the 7th play
He doesn't
of
have
the
the
drive.
stunts.
Good job by the defensive line, shifting all down inside. I think they're expecting to run up the middle.
He's desperate. You know what desperate men do?
Here in the second
They
quarter.
call for desperate measures. That's desperate times.
Not. Oh, last second.
So,
Shouldn't have gotten row.
should not.
Shouldn't have got right.
Probably not.
There's the quarterback barking out new signals. The offense heads to the line for the 7th play of the drive. The wide receiver shifting around in motion.
Back! That was my idea! I swear. I put a contain out there because I'm like, if he throws that welker out again, I'm going for the contain. It's going to sit right where I need it. And Papa Bear was right.
I cannot believe this. I seriously can't believe this.
OC, play a position, loves it.
Here they come. The defense comes out in the nickel. 1st down and 10. He'll throw it over the middle. And
Shaw.
6.
Come
Well,
on.
they complete the pass, Jim, but doesn't get the first down. Sooner or later, you got to throw one down the field. They're trying to confuse the offense here. Look at everybody crowd the line of scrimmage.
That was a nice reception, but not enough for the 1st down. 2nd down coming up. The wide receiver in motion.
Journey, break one, kid. Needed you. Journey, needed you to break one.
Should have seen the defense was right there. A loss of a couple yards.
Defense swarming at the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 4 coming up following that completion. The quarterback.
I didn't know where he was going to go
Instructions.
You don't try and hit me deep. Don't even. Don't try and hit me deep. Balls out in your
They motion the
head.
receiver around to the other side.
Victor Cruz! As the chat. Can I get a cruise in the chat? Can I get a cruise?
Now to these wide receivers.
Made one bad read. One time I didn't call my
No matter
play.
Where you throw it that time. Looks like it's overthrown, but a nice leaping catch.
Nickel formation here for the defense.
Poor running by me.
And
Poor
he's
running.
going to be tackled right around the 31-yard line.
Thank you very much, a Rolodex, and Mr. Rob Jones,
Oh, Robin Jones.
and Matt the Man.
Big running lane.
You were at the Giants game and you were in for the
That's why it
Cowboys,
works so
so I will refuse to read your stuff.
Defense is crowded the line of scrimmage. They're trying to confuse the quarterback.
And here we have 2nd down. Here comes the wide receiver in motion. Trying to work the
Anytime I, just as for future twins, anytime I say uh-oh when I throw a
Pressure on the
pass,
quarterback. He does
Nope.
not have time to
Not
find
good?
an open guy, and it
Sometimes.
results in an incompletion.
like when Eli threw that ball to Dominic Hickson last night, I was like, uh-oh.
Yeah?
And Dominic Hickson made big plays.
And you were really upset about it.
No, because he caught it. And then he scored. But why wouldn't you call it?
press coverage
Think about
all the way.
Think about it, Juice Adams.
Play number 6 coming up on this drive.
Zebra.
The quarterback motions the wide receiver. 3rd down and 4. McGill. A tackle that had to be made.
So this is a little game planning action for me here. When I threw that ball, the clock stopped last play. I was in range, and I should have probably ran it since he had just taken his last time out.
3 scores.
Right now, I could go up 3 scores with no time left, but now I'm going to give him, 25 seconds left to possibly throw me another interception. So it's just something you want to look at. Like, obviously I could have scored there, but 3 scores is huge, so I didn't turn it over. That's kind of why I went with the draw, but I wanted to make sure the clock ran, and, just got to play smart, man. 3 scores is huge.
Missed it. 60-yard. 60-yard. For the win. Missed it. Man.
Thank you very much, Paulo. I did feel like this. It's just something that you see players, they don't call timeouts at the right time.
Or you know what I hate? You know what I would hate to see there? Someone go for it.
Prepared to return
On
the
4th?
kick.
Yeah, like the difference between being up 3 points, like it's.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
Danny Woodhead with a chance to return
Holy.
here on the kickoff.
You were nervous for a second.
For like a quarter second, so you did a spin move, which I had not performed since 3rd grade.
Oh, really?
That's actually
That is a fact.
And so I'll explain some stuff in a minute here.
Nickel formation for the defense here.
Brandon Lloyd
Drop back, shotgun formation. Looks to his left.
Prince! Prince. So
So
Gibbs is trying to pick up big chunks of yards. The next thing he'll try and do here is hit a screen and see if he can just pick up a bunch of stuff.
That's literally what I was thinking.
That's
I'm not
exactly
even
what you were
joking.
thinking. But the key is, don't give up the sideline. Or,
Look at the hand signals he's given to the receiver outside. On the money.
and you just got to really prevent him from picking up too many yards. The other thing here is a sack ends the half.
Good position
So
where they have a chance to pick up
a sack ends the half because the clock runs. You can't stop the clock. Or full out coverage D will end the game because will end the half because of he'll take so long to throw the football
And the offense will need 3
that
yards here on third
will
down after the
eventually be
completion.
10 seconds. So see, I'm trying to time his motion snaps with my rush.
3rd and 3.
Oh, you're rush, huh?
Looking at every
I was going to
option.
rush. But see, as I mentioned, this 10 seconds here.
It's Brady
Quarterback's
down
okay.
the field. Interception.
And a half. And a half.
Is it though?
Yeah.
Corey Webster stays up.
I need to do some serious
Here
work.
for the first half. Patriots
I need to do
trail
some
in this
serious
one.
work.
We'll be back in a moment. for the
Serious
first
work.
half analysis.
So RJ Shaker, yeah, that's the ball hawk pick right there, where you just get into position. You can check out that article.
Not feeling good right now.
The Patriots
I wouldn't be
prepared
if
to
I was
return
you.
the kick.
This is very similar to your Cleveland offense. Why do you need Philly to do this? Like, why? You know what I mean? Like, this is
He's
pretty
got
much
a
you ran
chance
something
to
for
return
Cleveland.
this one.
Oh, that would have been something pretty.
Guys getting chipped.
That would have been something pretty.
Dude, that was the best 30-yard run back I've ever seen. M. Rich suggests you go to the locker room to get some game.
I might need some of
Do you
that.
need a breather?
No, I shouldn't have done it. I shouldn't have gone against the offense that I've been running. Shouldn't have done it. Shouldn't have done it.
I know you're gonna. I know what exactly what you're gonna do.
Because you heard the buttons.
No, he's gonna.
The play
I'll tell you
to
guys.
the receivers by giving him hand signals.
They're going to the hurry up. Back to the line. The quarterback has his team's attention here.
I got a great
First and 10.
idea.
Back to the running back.
I have a great idea.
Tackle is
Yeah, what
made
is it?
at the 41.
I can't tell you because you're right here. But if I was in a confessional right now,
and they hold the running back to a short gain.
That last
Yeah.
running play was good for only a yard,
like on
so it's
MTV.
second down and 9. Snap back to the quarterback. Out of the gun.
that's that.
And he's going
That-
to be tackled
I
right
had a
around the
plan for that.
31-yard
I
line.
defended the last play.
Quickly
Yeah,
to
did
the
you?
line.
Yeah.
The quarterback's calling something out. This play set up by the long gainer. Now first and 10.
You're
The give
so
to the running back.
predictable.
Yeah? Did I get yards?
Yeah, the draw play, it's been around forever and it is
Did I get
still
yards?
a valuable asset to all offenses. Make the defense think pass, you hand it off, you get them retreating, and you can pick up a few extra yards.
The wide receiver shifting around in motion. He's looking to the right here.
You know what you did there? That you did perfectly.
Hurry up.
You took away my number one read.
It's just a dumb
Yeah,
call.
when you
If
stop,
you're behind
yeah.
the line of
Yeah.
scrimmage like that, you deserve to lose some yards. That's what happened on that play.
From the shotgun. Eyeing that
Gronk, I
left
knew
side.
it was coming. I knew Gronk was coming there. I was trying to set something up because I knew he would go back to the right, but I couldn't get back to the left cover.
For the offensive coach, if they could punch this in for the touchdown.
Play number 6 coming up on this drive. Sticks to his hands. In the end, it picks up only a yard. No huddle time.
Well, the only thing I can say about that play, it was better than an incompletion. The quarterback gets the completion, and they pick up a yard or two.
The offense heads to the line for the 7th play of the drive. Looking to
Great play by me. Great play. I mean, I'm just saying, great play by me.
You want to punch it in there and get 7 points. They're being dominated today. They're down more than 7, but don't worry about it. Score here and just keep playing.
Here's the thing with this play. I know it's coming. I know it's coming. I know it's coming.
3rd and 7. Looking to the right.
Yo!
That incompletion by the quarterback. Gives the quarterback no fault. That was just tremendous coverage.
So Gibbs has to take
by the secondary player. He's in position and able to make the football.
Gibbs has to take 3 because if he had missed it, he'd still be down 3 scores.
Well, even though they get the field goal that time, it's still disappointing. You get in that position, you'd like to score a touchdown.
The Giants prepared to return the kickoff.
I just did that to mess with you. Yeah, buddy.
It's okay. I'll take it 20 all day.
You like that?
I mean, here's the thing. If you had onside kicked that,
Yeah.
you'd admit that you just are terrified of it. It's like against big man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Playing press coverage to the outside. First down coming up. Running back gets it on the handoff. He's going to be swallowed up behind the line. They're going to the hurry. These DBs will not back off. The safety up in the box here. The wide receiver in motion. The formation here, shotgun. He brings it in here. Got the first.
They do not have discipline. They're out of their rush lanes, and look at the passing lane the quarterback has. That's why he gets the completion down the field.
Offense lines up here. 1st and 10. Trying to get it outside before
Ebner.
the defense is set. To the right side.
Ebner.
No time to waste. They hurry to the line. Here's the safety inching up for this play.
Oh, really? Oh,
Well,
really?
I'm not running the clock.
Yeah, okay.
I swear I'm not.
Yeah.
I swear I'm not.
Yeah.
I swear I'm not running the clock. Thank you.
Yeah, okay.
I promise. It's going to work.
Quarterback taking the snap from the shotgun.
What? That's so...
I thought you did something. You did not.
Looks like they're in press coverage here.
Wow.
The safety is up in the box right now. The quarterback mixing things up at the line of scrimmage. They motion the receiver around to the other side. 15 minutes to go, and we'll return after this message.
I was so right there on that.
What was I going to do?
Huh?
What was I about to do?
No, I was so right there on that one play. That should have been a pick.
You should have made a play.
That should have been a pick.
You should have made a play.
The corners are going to meet the receivers right on the line of scrimmage. The offense needs 2 yards here on 3rd down after the completion. Giants now move the chains. This offense
Good.
3rd down no matter the distance. These defensive backs are ready for a battle. There's the quarterback barking out new signals. Offense lines up here. 1st down and 10. They knock him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Already calling the timeouts. Already calling the timeouts, S. Gibbs. I do not like you.
Trust me. My game's turning me into a monster as well. It's just too good. It's unhealthy.
Play number 6 coming up on this drive.
Well, here's the thing. Okay.
They need to get the play off. They'll go shotgun here. Looking for an open receiver on the right.
What did I do there, ladies
You
and gentlemen?
took away
What
my
did I
number
do?
one thing. and honestly, I didn't have it set up to the left there, but then when I said I got to do it, I go, he's setting me up for it, so I go, I might as well do it. Yes, I could have tried to go another way, but that's not my bread and butter. Like, that's not how my games are won. So, he let me, it was interesting. It was an interesting game.
Playing press coverage to the outside. The offense heads to the line for the 7th play of the drive. Here comes the wide receiver in motion. And he wants to throw it across the middle.
Journey.
No way!
Mr. Journey.
No way! Wow.
Best part is actually called the wrong play there.
I know you.
I wanted a deep post to Journey there. There's a different play.
They are so good nowadays. That time,
That is better for
in
that.
double coverage, he went up and made the catch. It's like Bill Parcells said.
I still was able to click on and make it.
A very talented receiver. He goes, remember, Sims, when he's covered, he's open.
This will be the 8th play of this drive. 1st and 10. Tosses it to the running back. They tackle him for a loss. Interesting. That's a timeout by the defense.
Look out here. They're going to blitz. They're all packing the line of scrimmage.
About to snap it for the 9th play of the drive. 2nd and 12. Gets it again here. And that's a 2-yard gain.
You got to keep your offensive lineman aggressive, so you have to run the ball every once in a while. That run, even though it was a short gain, it served a purpose.
So here's one question I have.
Oh, yeah.
You know, I have a question. I want to talk to the people.
Yeah, take your time.
Can I hit Jernigan on a flat route and still have time to cut it upfield and pick up 9 yards?
Yeah, take
I
your
don't
time.
know.
The quarterback motions the wide receiver. Challenging the defense.
No! That's right into my wheelhouse! It's in my wheelhouse! I need that!
Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football, and it leads to another incomplete pass.
Lawrence time.
It's tough playing with the Patriots, isn't it? That's a pick. It's a pick with Green Bay.
And he puts
Back
it
up.
through for 3.
Well, Jim, I know if you were coach,
Gibbs.
you'd probably be happy settling for the field.
Somebody in the chat, let Gibbs know if he wants to beat Favre, he's going to have to score 7.
Take some more chances and get it done.
Because
The Patriots prepare.
I want a rematch right after this.
I don't think so. We got a lot of questions to answer. You're just going to have to stew like Wolf.
He thinks twice about
Maybe this will force you guys to train a little harder.
He just served me up some of my own stew. He said, "Don't go rogue," and I went rogue.
I'm with you, Handsome Patrick. Gibbs a shook.
So shook, Handsome Patrick.
This is the starter guide. So imagine how deep the tourney is. It's pretty wild.
Wild and crazy kids.
Offense lines up here. There's some shifting around in the backfield. No way.
Likes the Robert time.
Quarterback that time. Man-to-man coverage.
I'm having a bad night right now. Opening night?
Opening night, playing like the Giants.
The quarterback's hollering out instructions. The wide receiver shifting around in motion. Throwing now to his left. And the tackle is made at the 35-yard line. They get set quickly, ready for another snap.
Come on, Gibbs.
The defense comes out in the nickel. From the gun. He'll fire it out to the left.
Prince!
What?
He almost got his fingerprints on those. Prince?
I get it. I get it, Charles.
He diagnosed the play. He saw what it was going to be, got himself in position, and he made it happen.
Failing to complete that one. So 2nd down here. The wide receiver in motion. The throw to the
Pick,
left.
Antrell, roll.
Here's the
I
pass.
should go. Pull it!
They call that the moment of truth. It's a beautiful throw down the
S.
field,
Gibbs,
but the
mayor of
defensive
Struggle
back,
City right now.
He waits until it's time to make that
I've been
jump.
waiting to pull a
Defensive
fast
pass.
on you on all week.
What a
and
good job of the
I
defense.
felt like I could have done it, and I just didn't do it.
You
Quarterback
broke
sees
him. You
something
broke
in
rule
his
number 1.
defense. He
Or
wants to
rule
take
number 5.
advantage
Play
of
best.
it. Look at the hand signals he's given to the receiver outside.
Looking across the middle.
Wow.
Oh yeah. Wow.
What? It did not have a guy right on
Wow.
No time to hunt
Yeah.
down.
Wow. Coming from the guy that dropped about a bazillion picks.
Picks up the first down, and now they have a chance to open things up.
Gosh.
2 minutes remaining, and you're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
M. Rich.
He's got jokes. Emmerich has got jokes right now. I'm not putting on a good showing, but that's all right.
I'm hoping somebody gets the score. I'm going to feel bad if nobody did because they didn't know this is good. But I feel like the sign's better for play.
They bring in an extra defensive back.
Yeah.
They motion the receiver around to the other side.
Oh, me llamo Roberto. Pick Cantrell!
Come on!
I think I've gotten so many interceptions this game, the game just feels bad for you.
No, maybe I haven't gotten one. Is that what it is? Is that what you're talking about?
In between
That's-
them
is that
and
what
not
you're-
get
Something like
football
that.
down. What a play.
Man, I'm a
Play
Roberto.
number 6 coming up on this drive. From the gun, Tom Brady.
KP, catch tackle. You gotta separate man from ball. What have I been talking
In
about?
the NFL now,
Coach
they
Goff.
can get down the field and just give them a chance. That's what the quarterback did. Nice catch by the receiver.
Hey, Tom, hustle. A little hustle there, Tommy.
TB12.
The offense heads to the line for the 7th play of the drive.
Prince?
I need more goals.
And here's a look at their red zone percentage to this point. which is brought
Also,
to you by Verizon.
So we're going to chat for a little bit after the
Ooh,
game and answer some
yeah.
questions, kind of give you...
I want to talk more about what I did wrong.
Okay. And, but also, meet up with some guys in the chat. There's some great players in there, and you guys should just start playing. Start balling out.
This will be the 8th play of this drive. Here comes the wide receiver in motion. Stands in the
Oh, that's how you playmaker.
That was a good playmaker.
Red Star, if you're still in the chat, can we please have the article on how to playmaker? Can we got to go look at that. That was
good.
ridiculous.
That was a good playmaker.
So,
thank you.
Gibbs had this running back, or no, he had Wes Welker cutting across the field, manned up by Thomas. So, obviously, he's going this direction. I was like, please throw that, please throw that, please throw that, please throw that. Gibbs holds down L2 on the PlayStation, moves the right stick back to the right. Welker breaks off his route. As you can see here, when you playmaker somebody, their ring lights up, and he's going to cut back, so Gibbs went straight right. My guy keeps going as he's watching. Welker, route running, catches it, squeezes in for 6.
They'll need a lot of help from here.
Yeah, this late in the game, your defense has got, you got to use your timeouts right.
And we wrote a little
Defense
training camp
cannot
on there to
give
help
up
you
the
out.
first down.
Coach K in the house.
Coach K.
Coach K, compete forever in the house. Fellow EA Sports Game Changer. Well, you know what time it is.
Onside kick time.
Yeah. Or I just go
The
straight.
kicking team now getting set here for what looks like an
That guy's
onside.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good. I got to be honest.
No! I am getting robbed!
Adrian Robinson, rookie
Fitting,
tight end.
fitting, very fitting, very fitting. I'm getting... God.
What, you didn't pick up a play that had a 50% chance? Must be tough. You must live a tough life, dude. Yeah.
Look at that. Everybody's in line of scrimmage. The defense
Dude, that's been
is going to
the
blitz.
story of this entire game.
That's my MO.
The defense comes out in the nickel.
Drop. 100% drop. Like 1,000% drop.
The quarterback motions the wide receiver. The quarterback throws to the right.
You went for the mistake.
Yeah, I did.
Knocked out of
I
bounds.
wanted you to say.
Nice job.
Probably should not have ran about the ball out of bounds there, by the way, but I'm trying to score a little more. I'm trying to rub it in a little bit.
Yeah?
Yeah,
I'm trying to see. I think I might have saw somebody thought I was going to score 27, so I'm trying to get there for
I
him.
smell
trust me.
blitz.
You know what I mean?
That's second down coming up.
Good job here by the quarterback. He doesn't like what he sees on the defensive side.
It's pretty good blitz. It's pretty good blitz right there.
Thank
Play
you.
to the receiver.
Take a timeout.
Giving him hand signals.
Oh, I'm a guy with 3 timeouts. Thug life. Here we go. What do we have? What do we have?
Look out. The defense is showing a blitz here.
It'll be third down. The wide receiver shifting around in motion. He'll fire.
Victor Cruz!
Makes the grab and keeps the ball moving down the field. That's a first down.
I got to get Victor Cruz a
What a
TD.
job by the offensive line.
Otherwise, I don't know if he can get the
All
MVP. Might
game
be
long. You get that kind of pass protection in this league.
Cruz is
Somebody
huge.
sooner or later
Yeah.
is going to come open.
7 for 104. I mean,
And I think this
TD would
is
really.
look how close everybody is to the line of scrimmage.
They come to the line and it's first down. He's looking to the right here on this throw.
Call timeout.
Managing the
Tough guy.
football game. That's why they ran the football
Just trying to rub it
right
in
here.
for people at
Not a
home.
big
Yeah.
game.
Now that it's over.
Oh, you've been running hurry up all game.
You have the lead.
Yeah.
You're trying to get
Coming from the guy.
You got to run it.
Out of of the gun.
Ramses!
Wilson, how about you get some legs, guy?
6'6", Ramses. I know you need to be 10'6" to get that, but
The chairs are pretty sweet. These chairs,
pretty solid.
sweet.
Plus, they got a NOS holder.
Shout out,
NOS holder
a lot
right
of
there.
NOS holder right there.
Pretty
Shout out
nice.
to Mark and Jeff for those.
Blitz is in the
I'm
air.
5 for 7 on third downs. That's pretty good if you count. If you're
And completion
even
stops
if
the
you're not.
clock. 3rd and 8 still to come.
Oh, MG Farrell's waiting for him to go.
Shotgun formation. Looking
to the end zone?
Side and throwing.
That's where Farrells goes.
Giants.
What a job
Who's
on
with
the
me?
offense. So little time left.
Where my boy's at.
Drive down
I think I got to give Nick
score.
that. He caught 2
Ices the
TDs.
game.
Like I said, somebody I'm pretty sure had 27, so I wanted
But
to
especially on the offensive side.
fire it up a little bit. Beat
Inside
Gibbs
the
by 3
upright.
scores.
Undefeated.
It's pretty good. It's got a. I'm pretty
What?
happy.
I'm dead serious though. What have I been saying about Farrell's? If anyone knows anything about Madden 13, what have I said about Farrell's?
Giants
I don't know
ready
if
to
you can
kick it
stop
away.
me.
I'm dead serious when I say this. Farrell's is
I tweeted, I said, could I build an offense so powerfully when I couldn't stop it? And I showed you my offense. Like, we kind of were like, yeah, here's how I might stop it. And you were doing the little blitz thing there, and I was kind of like seeing that, and I'm like, this is how we can do that. Because you got to use a certain side. It's tough. I mean, I just see it. I almost see it before it happens. It's like a movie.
They come to the line of scrimmage. 1st down. Looking for an open receiver on the right. Tackle
Well,
down
then,
at the 42-yard line.
I'll help a friend when he's down. You know, we're both on Team Prima, so
Quarterback had
we're both
so
Team
much
Prima.
time
Whatever.
that finally the receivers broke.
But seriously, this is the starter. I'm running the start.
Great job by the O-line.
Didn't even set my audibles. I didn't even set my audibles, which you get.
After the completion. Takes the
Long
snap
time worth of
from the
setting.
shotgun.
Oh, I need to catch tackle.
Deep down the field.
hey, we go out with a bang. We go out with a bang. We keep our head up high, and we get big touchdown. Let's go.
With that touchdown, it's a one.
Just gotta let that happen,
but they're going to need a lot of help because time is running.
You let that happen.
Time is running out, but it helps when you got a great defense. It is enough time.
Hey,
to
if
get
that's the
football
best
back
thing you
for
can
your
do, that's
offense. Let's see what happens.
Oh, we're gonna go for 2. That's classy.
Yeah.
I'm gonna use one of these timeouts I
Defense
have
calls
saved.
the timeout.
Can't take them back to New York with me. You know what I mean?
Wait, did anyone guess 27-17 or 21-18? Tech guy, I need you to do work. Quick.
The quarterback has his team's attention here.
He's not. He doesn't have the stones around the drop. That's all I'm saying. And he doesn't have this. He ran it because I
The
told him.
quarterback will hand it off.
What? What?
New York Giants have once again.
Oh, of course we brought back Tech Guy for another season.
Tech
You know,
guy.
Coach, Tech Guy.
Tech guy.
If you dug the stream quality and you dig Tech Guy, let me get a 1 in the chat, please. And the New York Giants won the Super Bowl.
After a Super Bowl.
Give me back my scarf, please.
I'm going to
No.
Disneyland.
Yes.
Now, what about these players on the field here today?
I know you'll find this amazing. I did it without cue cards. I memorized that, and it was awesome. It was a great
Look at that
feeling.
confetti. I was there when the confetti came down.
I'm so upset. So upset.
Oh my God, it fits.
That's weird.
That's awesome.
So guys, we got a couple things though we want to go over. We'll hang after the chat goes, or the stream goes live. But Farrell's want to cover those quick things real quick. Those quick things.
Yes.
Real quick.
If you want to head over to MaddenTips.com, there's a deal going. It's good for another 2 hours till midnight. It is coupon code when you check out from MaddenTips.com. E-guides, either starter or tourney. 20 TWIM. 20 TWIM, that'll get you 20% off. We always run it during TWIM because we thank you guys. We know you see this stuff, and it's a great time to check it out. Other things going on. Proud to be the sponsor powering the Challenge Series.
Absolutely.
For the Madden NFL and EA Sports, along with Virgin Gaming. So that's really great. We appreciate EA for having us on their channel. You know, we just really want to grow this thing out. Tell a friend if you can. You know, come in, ask your questions. Check out the post on MaddenTips.com. You can leave your questions. Hit us up on Twitter. And Gibbs, let's start taking a look at a couple questions. Does that sound good?
Sure. Bonus content.
Bonus content.
twin.
First show, you got to come back.
You know, we did some good breakdowns. I feel confident in our breakdowns early, but let's just shout out some questions. You keep your eye on the chat. I will look at
Let me get my
Twitter here. We might as well go through the stats as well, because that's how you really, remember the game. So maybe even look at some highlights.
I don't want to look at
Some
highlights.
things I saw.
I don't want to look at highlights, and I don't want to look at stats. I don't want to.
So
I
I
don't
only
want to look
really
anything
ran
to do with
that
the
one
game.
thing. 11 first downs. You had 10 turnovers. You had 3 turnovers. That'll almost hurt you every single time. Third down conversions, that was just a little bit better. And I never actually got into the red zone, so I was just scoring from way out, and I possessed the ball a little more.
Man.
Eli Manning, 18 for 25. I usually never throw picks. I didn't call my play. I was trying something else. It was silly. But I usually throw 3 TDs, 10.5 yards. That's a pretty classic game for me this season so far. Bradshaw not doing much, but just keeping Gibbs honest with the draws. And a couple of his catches out of the backfield, 3 for 22, were big. Just having to respect that. Cruz, as we mentioned, 7 for 104. So Nix, I think, had 3 for 69, which is pretty good. 2 TDs, though. So Cruz just so reliable on the outside, 7 for 104. Usually he breaks one of those long ones for a TD, which you kind of got to like. I debate putting him in the slot where I had Barden and then putting Barden on the outside, but Barden, he's when you need to catch on and make a catch in that slot, you'd like him to be able to be a little shiftier after, but if you got to go on and make a play, that's your guy. Gibbs, who did he have on the receiving? Gronk. Do you feel like you tried to force it to Woodhead too much? 6 for 13. Welker, you had a pick when he threw it over that way. You had a great play with Welker.
I wasn't able to hit
Rob
Lloyd.
Gronkowski.
I wasn't able to hit Lloyd matched up on that linebacker.
Yeah, you did have a good matchup there on the inside. I was coming out in nickel, so I had 3 linebackers out there. You had Lloyd inside, and the linebacker was still in the box. But he was getting nice and inside and kind of preventing that deep thing from happening. So defensively, Prince had a big game because that's how princes do. Man. That's what princes do. They date princesses.
I cannot believe it. I cannot believe that Farles.
And OC on the contain. So I sensed that contain earlier in the game.
That was the biggest play of the game.
That was a nice turning point. I sensed the contain earlier in the game. I did it on a down, but he didn't do the screen, and then I waited, and then I just... That was more of a Madden 11 that the contains kind of would play and then come in. 12, they didn't really do it, but it kind of does it this year, so...
Man. Upsetting that happened. We'll take a look at trying to get some questions here.
Yeah, let's see. Anybody has any questions, just send them in the chat or send them over on Twitter. Otherwise, we'll formally end the show right here.
Formally end it.
But we always stay a little longer for you guys. So right now, we're going to power down the show, and we're going to have you just check out MaddenTips.com. But if you want to stay and kind of do a little bonus action, get your questions answered, we'll stay on. So
don't forget, guys. Hey, serious? It ends at midnight. 20 TWIM. Get out there, purchase those guides. You saw what Farles did to me.
And that's the starter.
Everyone knows I'm better than Farles.
I didn't set my audibles.
And that's like rule number 1 we say.
And you're going to have full audible system. That toss that I ran, I never had the same one on my audibles. It was Power Up, which I ran on my biggest play. So check that out. All right, so we're going to close out, Tim. We'll see you next week, Thursday at 8 o'clock.
Lock up. See ya. Say bye.